right, y'all, man. We just had a mishap. I don't know how long we was just doing an interview. Had a power surge. Just lost everything. We should still have the audio though, but we don't got the video. So gotta do the intro again, man. What's that word, man? Let everybody know who we got on 16 shot on Visualz.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know what it is. 16 shot him. The nigga that got her. Yeah. Yeah, that shit, that's like hitting below the belt. Yeah. Throwing dirt in the nigga eyes during the fight.
You know, I be chilling though. It's like,
ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Niggas, yeah, you don't fuck your friends, girl. Them other niggas ain't your friends.
I heard a nigga got a BBL. Paid for his bitch to get one too. I fucked that bitch in a hotel. Good looking nigga. How the fuck we supposed to be ops and you oop me, nigga? Bitch wouldn't even know who I was. You ain't say my name, you goofy nigga.
I don't know to get her. All I need is a quarter pound. Cause I'm just smoking to support my habit. And I hee and caca about how I'm fucking your bitch like that 16 shot him boy did. You 16 shot him? Didn't have $12,000 to fuck your woman, did it? He had a little old bitty small camera. And he interviewed me at Joe Blowhouse. Nigga, please. It ain't hard to fuck them hoes.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know when you want to know people though that like you don't disrespect nobody first.
Yeah.
When it come to me, I don't have no sympathy for you no more. Cause it's like I always try to avoid things first. I always give you that.
You seem real. You seem real logically thinking. You seem like you think a lot. Yeah. You seem like you don't just react.
Cause I don't want this. Like I don't want to be into people. Cause business wise, I know this don't benefit me. Yeah. So it's like I'ma always try to take the other route first. But it's like I ain't finna do too much.
That's one of the first observations that I made. Like a year or 2 years in to getting on YouTube. So at first I was just a viral sensation. Then I became a YouTuber. Then I became a YouTuber influencer, social media. So I was just a YouTuber influencer. So just because you have a YouTube channel don't mean you're a social influencer. You're just a YouTuber, nigga. Yeah, you uploading videos. And until you start using your platform to influence in any kind of area, then that's what makes you a social media influencer. So you just can't be on YouTube with a big YouTube channel, but you never touch Twitter, you never touch none of these other social media platforms because, nigga, it's 1 billion people in the world. It's 1 billion on Facebook. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I started noticing that all major media platforms and outlet pit the new black against the old blacks. And I'm finna tell you how they pit us against each other. So I didn't know you, I didn't know none of y'all names, homie. I have no idea who what. Once you left, then I would research you. But before you were real, nigga, I'm just happy, nigga, I'm finna make $500 for an interview. So, nigga, for 2 years, I wasn't getting nothing. Nigga, Say Cheese TV didn't pay me till like my 3rd or 4th interview. So at first, the new guy, nigga, they use him up. But I started noticing that wherever somebody who had like a big platform at the time, hey, what do you think about that guy, Charleston White? Nigga, that's the trick question. Yeah. That's the question. Well, you don't know me, so why would you think anything about me? I'm new to, oh man, I don't like that Buster. So, of course, when I hear it, nigga, I'm responding to just that.
Yeah.
I started noticing, nigga, that's their game.
That's
nigga,
how you really win.
So I started saying, nigga, none of us, and even now, none of us get together and try to work together to beat the Matrix so we can all eat more. They got us boxed in, nigga, in something that we don't even know we in. It's called category.
Oh yeah, I seen you talking about that.
It's called category.
Yeah, break that down.
So hear me out, nigga. This is how I figured it out. I was making more than anybody, doing everything wrong. I was getting on live cussing from the time I went live. I had no edits. I didn't write no disclaimer. Nigga, I was smoking weed. Nigga, I was saying the horriblest thing. And then this thing, I was hollering grape at first. Grape, white, grape. Nigga, I was saying the most outlandish things. And I went from January, the start of the pandemic, my first YouTube check was $200.
That's about more mine was.
By the time May, it was 16,000. Nigga, June, 24,000. Right when I was going to August, that bitch had got to 40-something. I'm doing everything wrong. The titles is messed up. I'm cussing in the titles. I'm putting all the gang lingo in it. And just think, my whole 2 years was with the F the Crips, F Chicago, F the Asians, F the Jews. Nigga, I was out, and I was making more than the average person. And I started posting it, showing people how much I'm making. Then they took it.
Cause you showed it?
No, nigga, because I had pushed the limits. I had made the news in Houston with the Asian rant, the Asian rant. I had made national news by saying all the horrible stuff about the Asians. Me and DJ Academic just had a sold out. We was getting ready to do a sold out show in New York. They took that. I lost everything. So nigga, I had almost accumulated $100,000, and I'm flashing guns. So just think, I didn't know you couldn't cuss in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't know you couldn't flash guns. So I didn't know you couldn't cuss the last minute. I didn't know you
just found that out.
Yeah, so nigga, I didn't know. You get more for pre-records, edits. I'm not using no hashtag. And what I started realizing, I never touched 100,000 views. I probably had 3 to 4 videos in that time frame that did 100,000, and I was surpassing because they didn't know what category to put me in.
Oh yeah.
See, your category has something to do with your CPMs and your RPMs. That's why those that just cook, fix shit, open shit, it's at the roof.
Yeah. How-to videos.
Ours is low, so if we get 100,000 views, we probably get $300. But if I get 100,000 views, I would get $2,000. I'll get 2,000. If I get, because my RPMs was high. So what I realized is they have a category for us coloreds. So,
entertainment or something?
It's called Jim. See, when Dr. King and them went to D.C. during the Civil Rights Movement, all they wanted was, we want to be able to eat at white people restaurant and not get hit upside the head. Can y'all take the signs down? No colors, no niggas. That's all they asked for. Hey, y'all, we take the signs down. So what they did was they got rid of Jim Crow and came with an invisible Jim Crow. Redlining, redistricting, rezoning. That's how they just beat Jasmine Crockett. Nigga, they did a redistricting, right? So they redistrict, they rezone, they made a hospital district, they made school district, and nigga, we boxed in. So all of those are categories. Socio-economic status quo. So since we have a new world, you have a universe and you have a metaverse. Metaverse is a new world that we wake up and enter into, like the Matrix. And we can look around in this world. We can buy real estate, we can buy shoes, our kids can buy pussy, they can get high in this world, right? And you can go to jail for in this world. And when you come out this world, you have to fight with your woman about what you did in that world.
Yeah.
So in this world, they have categories like mental health, criminals, thugs. So this is how they get us, and this is how they beat us. Our language. Our language is not advertiser friendly. Because we exist and live and talk about and conversate about criminal elements of society, all of our language lowers our money value. Say cuz, say on Paru, hey on blood, say man, on block. So all of those terminologies are already in the algorithm as high risk, non-advertiser friendly. So hey man, say he got killed. So when we say kill, we could be talking about something positive, but the word K-I-L hurts it.
Yeah.
Hurts the value of it. Yeah, you may get 1 million views, but because it goes to this category, so ask AI to try to give you a thumbnail. It's gonna give you more of a thumbnail of a criminal, dark. It's not gonna give you one smiling. Smiling thumbnails is more advertiser friendly when you try to make a nigga look crazy in the title. Niggas don't know that. Then niggas don't know because we're too on the go with our phones. We don't take this as a real business, and you have $1 trillion companies doing business with you. You got $1 trillion companies stopping by YouTube saying, hey, I like that guy. I've been watching his content, his good category. Put that Duracell commercial over there. Put that State Farm commercial over there. On that one, put that fraudulent tax credit thing with the woman smacking her lip, talking about she don't make. You ain't got, and it come out loud when it first come on, and you gotta cut it down. It's the reason why it does that. It's the reason why. It's the reason why your commercials seem ghetto and hood, and it always has something to do with an STD, insurance, a lick in the car wreck. It's a category.
I definitely seen the car wreck one.
It's a category.
Top dog law.
It's a category. So when I started noticing that, well, what made you start noticing that? I was nosy one day, and I went to YouTube Studio, and I noticed it's a video category over there. And in your emails, it recommends you to watch this video. It's telling you all the new tools, all the new things that this does for you, and what you need to do. It's telling you your do's and your don'ts. Well, I realized how they get us is we never click on one video a day. So you know what they tell? The algorithm, the human that's in the office don't have to say nothing to you. The algorithm already knows you haven't clicked over there. So it tightens up on you. So it might take you 5 days to go green. But if you click on there every day, you'll be like Vlad TV. Soon as you release it, it's green. Because you know why? The algorithm said, hey, he came to class this week. It's the reason why you got a YouTube Studio, and it's the reason why it limits you on your phone compared to a desktop. So when I started seeing the difference, I said, okay, they saying that niggas from 13 to 55 watching me from 8 in the morning to 5. That mean them 55-year-old niggas ain't got no job, them kids out of school, or they in class watching me. So I started studying the data, nigga. I started studying the analytical data, telling me who to target. Why you think I would target Chicago? Nigga, because Chicago was #1 on the list. New York was #2. LA, Houston, Dallas, Memphis, Miami. So, nigga, I'm looking at my data. Well, why you targeting gangs? I'm looking at the demographics. 95% of my audience is men. Niggas with no jobs, stuck in their feelings, upholding street code. So why would I even talk to women? I let Kevin Samuels have that. And I found me an audience. Most niggas don't have an audience and come with ideas of having a platform. But who you targeting? What's your demographics? Who you talking to? I had a target audience. So right after I lost my YouTube channel, I monetized in 2 days. I saw the power of a social media influence. Soon as I went live, they demonetized it. I went to somebody else's page, monetized in 1 day. So I made a niche for myself. I started making money off small people with a little bit of money that want a channel. And I guaranteed the monetization within 72 hours. I show them how to do it. Guess what? They call me back next month because they need some more money. So I made Say Cheese TV get addicted to the content, nigga. You have to come back and get me. You just can't interview me once because I'm gonna do so well in interview. The money's gonna get good. So yeah, the bigger the platforms are, hey man, we can't pay you, man. We go get exposure. So the higher up I started going, they don't pay at the Breakfast Club. They don't pay at Joe Rogan. Nigga, Amazon didn't pay me. No, nigga, all them big, no, they don't pay because it's like the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl don't pay. It gives you exposure. Based off your exposure, you work your jelly for the back end money, nigga.
That's honestly how this game's supposed to be. Like, if I'm being honest, I can count on one hand people I pay. You just one of them people that I know, like,
it's a return on your money.
Yeah, like, I don't mind paying. It's just, I'm not a gambler.
Now everybody think they should be paid.
Yeah.
No, listen, homie,
You know,
I did free interviews first. I did free interviews first to prove my worth. I didn't even know how to ask for no money. I didn't even know how to, Say Cheese TV said I'm gonna give you $2,000. That's when I realized I can make some money. But nigga, I just felt like you was a player, little nigga, blessing my game. So between you and this stud chick, nigga, she paid me, and she was from my city. She was taking my Facebook video, putting them on YouTube, making a bankroll. She had her own place. So when she booked me to come do the interview, she didn't have no furniture, but she paid me $500. Nigga, I was on a high horse, nigga. Nigga, this a weekly paycheck at the job, $500. But she ain't got no furniture. I'm saying, man, that's what made me get my own YouTube. Because I was giving away free content. So what I did, homie, I was willing and I was wanting to prove myself. Nigga, yeah, I do it for free. How long you wanna do it? Nigga, I talk for 2 hours. I wanted to make everybody feel like they were fucking over me, so they can keep coming back to fuck over me. And while they fucking over me, I'm gonna work that camera, nigga. Just let me get the interview, I'm gonna get the job. Just let me get the interview, so let me deliver. So the first year, I would tell it, I noticed all black people would charge other black people to play a song, wear clothing. I said, send it to me for free. I play it for free, so I did that for 2 years. That's how I baited everybody in.
You see the value after that.
Yeah. So names like They Wanna See Me Dead, Rags to Riches, Flyway. Nigga, I was branding and marketing name because I saw YouTube was taking 50% of our money. As soon as you monetize, they give you some brands to sell called through Teesprings. But if you sell through Teesprings, because it's easy for your people to purchase, nah, nigga, my nigga said, let's go half on the website, nigga. So I built me a website, www.therealcharlestonwhite.com, and I started branding my face, nanny boo boo, my sayings, game related, nigga nation, Texas nigga, California nigga, Atlanta nigga, Chicago. So nigga, I learned from watching them. I don't watch niggas. I learned what guns to buy from watching the police and the white boy. I got every gun the police got, SWAT and everything. I watch other races. I don't watch us. You can't learn nothing from us. You can't learn a goddamn thing from us, nigga. So I don't watch us. We can't teach us nothing, nigga. We think we know something, but we know everything except how to build something and get some goddamn money on our own. Yeah. So, nigga, when I realized that, okay, they done clipped me on social media because it's mostly my people against me. I'm out here warring with Asians. The Asians get to call me nigga, but I can't call them what we call them. And the niggas is clapping for the Asians against me. Nigga, that's what made me go join white folks wholeheartedly, because black people was against me. Nigga, I'm telling y'all, nigga, I'm come working for kids. I ain't looking for crime. I'm addressing kids. That nigga a snitch, so is your partner, nigga. So when I realized black people was my adversary and my biggest enemy online, white folks got me on these comedy stages. Y'all made me snitch, Rat Williams, Uncle Ruckus, FBI informant, COINTELPRO, this little Jewish kid y'all call gay and racist, took me out the slums of the slave quarters, nigga, and dusted me off and said, hey, world, this is Unc. And I became America's favorite uncle, nigga. Now I'm bigger than any nigga that ever hated on me.
So speaking of Aiden, like how was y'all relationship? Because I be seeing you say some crazy
I didn't know who he was. So when I meet people and they really don't know who I am, I'm joyful, because now, nigga, somebody can treat me normal.
Yeah. When
I met him, I didn't have a clue who he was. He was trying to book me for 6 months, and I would just ignore him, because when I go look at the page, he like a bot white boy. Yeah, so I couldn't see nothing, nigga. He was too pristine clean, and he was smiling on every goddamn picture. So yeah, I thought that was weird, smiling ass kid. So when he booked me, let me just say this. If I would have kept it real and listened to Smackwater and all the other black people online that told me not to do this, I'd be right where them niggas at in mediocrity. They told me don't do Vlad. Man, don't do Vlad. They told me stay up 8 and them gay, you go join the little homie. So I went with that nigga mindset that fuck off most your blessings. They evil, we good, we victims, po me, they looking to mistreatment now, nigga. So, nigga, when you have faith and you at the edge, you just gotta jump and hope the parachute work. You can't take that motherfucker out, start trying to assess it. So, nigga, I'm on the edge and black people telling me not to jump, nigga. Man, Vlad this. Nigga, whatever Vlad is, if you get on there and work it, it propels you. Yeah. If you get on there, nigga, and what I did, nigga, I took the educational Charleston there, the one that was in college, I told my whole story, I didn't fabricate where people can do a fact check, and that opened multiple doors. I went to Say Cheese TV and realized that on Say Cheese TV, I can't be the same guy on Vlad, because this is not a real intellectual crowd. So I got to come play funny, troll, woo, and appease the crowd. So I played for the crowd for a while. Half the shit I say, I don't even mean. I'm playing for the crowd. Y'all go right, I go left. But I tried to explain it. You can go, I say, hey, homie, listen, I'm just bullshitting, my nigga. I'm playing a character. But I was so good at it. Man, he ain't playing no character. It still ain't one nigga in jail and holler out and put him in jail. To this day, still ain't one nigga saying, I'm in jail.
I be telling people that, like, you told me you was gonna call them people. I don't know if you did for real, but ain't shit happen.
Yeah. I sent the text message. I screened, nigga. Because nigga, in my mind, I'm a real nigga superhero like Batman. Nigga, I fight crime in my mind. I got an invisible police badge. Nigga, I done secretly called the police on niggas I seen stealing, and they could have got away had I not said nothing. But guess what? I know they need the Lord. And niggas can't get the Lord on their own. They got to go to jail. For some reason, we can't find God in the free world as black men. Yeah. I don't know, no nigga gave his life to the Lord and his mama didn't die or he didn't go to jail. Now, if his mama die in jail, he run to it. But out here, he go get high and play the police song. But nigga, I ain't seen not one black man that I know gave his life to the Lord as a free man. So that's why I say send their ass to jail. If nothing else, they get to practice Ramadan. For then, them niggas eat all year long.
Yeah, you know, jail can make or break you for real. For real.
It make most niggas, even the niggas that get broke. It make them too, nigga. They were supposed to be broke. Everything in nature that's weak get broke, nigga. Jail. Everything in nature that can't hold up gets bullied, nigga. That's just nature. The run of the litter, he don't get to suck on that titty and the mother will get it. Nigga, the weak motherfucker's supposed to be weak, nigga. But the strong is supposed to have compassion for the weak. Some kind of way, nigga, animals have compassion for weaker animals. Yeah. It's some kind of way they can sense a weak motherfucker. That's why they get mad when a weak person come around with fear. Yeah, so now, nigga, yeah, I know most niggas weak. That's why my words affect you. It take a strong nigga to say, man, fuck that nigga. I don't give a damn what that nigga say, and walk out and don't watch the video no more. That's the nigga got something to do. That's the nigga got some shit to take care of. But the nigga that can sit around, nigga, and debunk what I say, debate what I say, and be upset about what I say, I guarantee you that nigga ain't a head of a household. I guarantee it. I guarantee this nigga don't pay all the bill. A nigga that's paying all the bill don't give his emotion to a nigga he think a clown online just talking. I don't watch a nigga if I think he a clown. I ain't finna click. So if I'm not into gay porn, why would I stop and watch gay porn?
Exactly.
So most niggas don't think I'm a clown. I just hurt their feelings and what I said, nigga. They gotta clown it, nigga, cause it bother them.
Yeah. I think a lot of people wanna like you or actually do like you, and then you say some things where it's like it affect them so much where it's like they be like, man,
I don't wanna be liked.
Yeah.
Nigga, the people that like you, those are your fake friends. But nigga, I like you today, but I don't like you tomorrow. So nigga, I don't like nothing, nigga. I either respect or admire you. But nigga, I ain't liking nothing but some pussy and a bitch. But nigga, I don't pay attention to nothing long enough that's not attacking me for me to like or not to like. I'm a real narcissist. I'm a real narcissist, nigga. I look in every mirror I walk by. I keep the sun, nigga, I'm into me. Nigga, I look me in the eyes. I talk, nigga, I'm into me. Nigga, I spend a lot of time with me, and I don't jack my dick. No, nigga, I'm into me, homie. Because there was a time when most of my life, nigga, that's all I had was me. Everybody else was outside playing. Yeah, I was laid in the hospital bed talking to me, nigga. Yeah, I was in a room blind, nigga, can't see nothing, talking to me. So, nigga, I had everything I need as a little boy, nigga, to go fuck with me, myself, and I had teddy bears, I had the Army Man, Lego, the Nerf basketball goal, my own bed, my own phone line, I had a desk. Yeah, nigga, so, and I had a football, and I played all 12 positions back there by my motherfucking self. And I had an invisible buddy, nigga, named Oscar. So now, nigga, I've been a fucked up little boy since I was a little nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, you catch me in the bathtub, I done had everybody toothbrushing there, and they swimming. And they got legs in my eyes. Yeah, nigga, so I got an imagination and a fascination, nigga. So I was trained as a little boy, nigga, when I couldn't go outside and I was sad and all the kids was out there happy. But nigga, when I came out there, I was a leader. Cause I've been around grown people, they been around kids, and I ain't never wanted to be a little boy. That's why I don't get along with niggas my age. I ain't never wanted to be a little boy, nigga. I used to put hair on my chest, nigga. Go to the barber shop and swoop the hair up. Nigga, try to tape it on my dick before I got it. Nigga, I always wanted to be a man, nigga. Watching Granddad and Uncle Wayne and Uncle Boosie and Jeffrey and them niggas down at the barber shop. So now I never gave a fuck about kids, nigga. Until I realized, nigga, kids went to bed hungry, and I wouldn't want to. I watched my mother help poor children, so that gave me a fascination because I would play with them and be mean they motherfucking ass if they beat me at anything. Yeah, I take it back, give it back, nigga. Yeah, so I'm a real narcissist.
So what's like you and Say Cheese or Sean Cotton?
We playing on the internet.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, nah, so nigga, I did that interview, homie. Nigga, I lost a lot of shows. For I wanted to be the only nigga, and I want to stand up when I say this. I wanted to be the only nigga in America bad enough to ever come online and brag about raping white women and killing the white man.
I forgot you was doing that.
I spent years bragging about it, nigga. Nigga, I raped white women and we killed the white man. And nigga, ain't no other nigga ever did that. I'm the first nigga to stand before white folks and talk ignorant like this, nigga. With the war, with the police. But then, nigga, I sat back and watched every black person in America turn into a coward, nigga, when Charlie Kirk died. Wouldn't now black, they done talk so bad about white folk, nigga, they tiptoed around Kirk. So at first, I was with, because I personally know Alex Stein and Papa Stein, nigga, Carson, nigga, I know these people. They connected to him. Me and Kirk was on Stein's show together. So I'm connected to this. But nigga, I ain't no way I can go with everybody. They say, I remember my mama, she got out the car, she was getting ready to go in the grocery store, and they had them lights at the thing and the cover was off. She seen me staring at it when she was getting out the car. I wonder, was it hot? Because the light wasn't on that long. My mama looked back and said, boy, you better not touch that light. She shouldn't have said it. Yeah. I was just looking at it. But when she said it, the thought came in my mind to touch the motherfucker, because I was already thinking it. Yeah, I touched that motherfucking finger blister like a motherfucker. Yeah, when she got in that car, she said, I knew you were gonna touch it. I'm gonna turn your butt up too. Yeah, she tore my butt up. As I got older, her and her friend went out one time. They went somewhere, it was like midday time. She said, girl, I'm gonna just park my car in front of this car and I'm gonna jump in with you. On the way out the door, her friend said, I'm gonna leave the keys right here. Y'all better not take my car. Now I was 13 years old. Wasn't even thinking about taking Dietrich's car till she said it. I stole that motherfucker for 4 days. But I wasn't thinking about it till she said it. So, you had people in America going before the press saying nobody can say nothing bad and everybody complied except me and Jimmy Kimmel.
Did he get fired a little?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So nigga,
you lost some money too, right?
Yeah, nigga, so you cannot tell me what I can't do and I can do it and you can't stop me from doing it. White boy couldn't stop a nigga when he wanted to sell dope, right? When a nigga want to break into the house, the police can't stop you when you want to break into the house. They got to come afterward. So you gonna tell me I can't do something that you give me a right to. But I remember when I was playing white Republican,
it was cool.
Y'all was saying all kind of horrible things about George Floyd. The other sister, Shonda Macy, y'all made mockery of George Floyd and his baby. Oh, I can't, no. I ain't down with nothing and nobody. I ain't law to nothing and nobody but the cause. What's the cause? For us, by us, with us, of us, or against us. Who's us? Everybody that think like and feel like hearts and like minds, and it ain't got nothing to do with color. I got some white niggas on my team. So now, nigga, I went and got the Fred Hampton Jr. approach. I ain't with that Pan-African nigga shit. Fred Hampton went and got the poor white boys, the poor Mexicans. He went and got and everybody from the bottom. Where y'all see me at, nigga? At the bottom. I got some white boys I can go take refuge, nigga. And if they kidnap me, they'll treat me good as a slave and let me tote a pistol when the Civil War jump out. As long as you don't try to fuck their wife and their daughter, yeah, they'll share that dirt meat with you. So let me just finish. So during that time, homie, nigga, my convictions, and I want every black motherfucker to hear me, my convictions as a black man, nigga, I get to get my lick back. See, I know what it's like to stand over a white man and watch him die. Do I brag about it? Yeah, if a white person make me mad because I hold dear to it. Did I kill him? No, I gave the order. I've been telling niggas what to do since I was a little bitty boy, nigga. It's called leadership skills, nigga. The gift of influence. I've been having that since I was a little bitty boy, nigga. This ain't just come. So I want to stand before the world and I'm gonna die saying, nigga, there was a time in America when we could have stood up and spit on them like they used to spit on us. I just had to do it, my nigga. I just had to do it. I lost, hey, Alex Stein, I'm sorry. But And I didn't do it out of malice. I didn't do it out of hatred. I didn't do it out of anger. I did it because it's my right. And they did it to us. So when I started looking at what Charlie Kirk was saying, he was kind of pretty hateful and mean toward the nigga clan. He acting like niggas is the problems in America, and it's the immigrants and the white boys that's making the laws that's stuck in time. Nigga statistics and shit that's hurting don't hurt America. America makes money off our detriment. So we not hurting nobody with us. Nigga, I used to go across the railroad tracks and snatch a white woman's purse, nigga. I went in the white people's store, bitch, get it up, and run out with nothing. Cause she took the girl. No, nigga, because I had old niggas taught me, nigga, you don't break in Miss Mary and them house. Say, nigga, go in the house and pee. Don't be peeing on that people's house. It'll smell like piss. Cause they don't want you peeing on their corners, nigga. Say, pick that trash up, young man. Bitch, fuck you. And go tell my mama I cussed her. And guess what? I don't throw trash in front of the house no more. So, nigga, they said take a village. I had a village, nigga. I had a village. Yeah, my mama can go to work, but they go tell the neighbors and them told, nigga, it wasn't black people. I had white friends in 3rd grade, 2nd grade, so I never learned to be hateful. I just learned my rights. And if I know one thing, I got a right to hate anything. Hate is a feeling and emotion that God gave me. Who say hating something is wrong? They just hate with a smile. So I learned to hate with a smile. But I don't know hate though, because I come from love. So I was exercising my right to freedom of speech, nigga. And I was getting my get back because I was selling out shows making mockery of George Floyd's death. I made mockery of George Floyd's death. They didn't have a problem with it. I made mockery of Gilly the Kid's son. I made mockery of King Von. I made mockery of everything dead, nigga. And they didn't have a problem with it, they laugh. But as soon as I say something about the great white hope, now, but guess what I told them? They go forget about him before Christmas. They had forgotten about him in 2 weeks.
Well, Charlie?
Yeah, nigga, nobody mention like Charlie no more.
Candace Owens been going crazy every day.
Well, he was fucking her. Yeah, she missed that white dick. They listened to that. Yeah, man.
I was out.
Well, no, listen, homie. Candace know the truth. I just play stupid. But I told y'all, nigga, he was killed, nigga.
Yeah, for sure. So how you feel about Tucker?
But let me just say this. You see they ain't said nothing about that white boy. They killed him. He ain't had no court appearance, he ain't had nothing. Because that ain't a real white boy. It's an AI human robot. Didn't you see how he was walking? Man, let me quit talking, keep playing crazy. Yeah, let me keep talking, keep playing crazy.
This type of shit I was finna ask you about anyway.
Well, come on, let's talk about it, nigga. I'm in character for him.
Because I've been hearing like they got meat suits for humans. Well, we can be a meat suit. Like basically like, you ever be watching interviews with Orlando Brown sometime and he just say something off the wall like, yeah, Diddy is Tupac or some shit like that.
But he really like, crazy.
Yeah.
No, he don't know nothing, homie. I promise he don't. He really, whoever pushing up in him when he was a kid, homie, listen, trauma distorts you. Nigga, he can't grasp and tell you accurately what done happened, and they done mixed his brain. Nigga, they don't let you remember if you get to walk away and tell.
So you believe like they clone people, stuff like that?
Nigga, they can make like, you forget. Nigga, homie, you can go to a hospital, they can shoot you, and you don't remember nothing no more.
Yeah.
Nigga, they can block your memory, they can erase your memory.
What's the stuff called? The CIA
I don't think that deep, nigga, but yeah, nah, nigga, yeah, I don't think that deep. But nigga,
it's like they say a word to you and then
what? You can be hypnotized, homie, but nah, nigga, just know. It's times you see him and it's times you don't. And when he come out, he different each time.
How you feel about Tucker Carlson? I believe he been investigated for like espionage or something?
They cleaning house. You can't be too woke and you better not be too right, nigga. Stay out them people business. What's up there, you can't change or control. Fuck you looking up there for, and you can't stop nothing. All you can do is be ready for what? For whatever, nigga. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I learned that prayer as a little bitty boy. That's why I say, fuck it, nigga. God grant me the serenity, the peace, to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's why I'm wise, nigga. I've been practicing this since a little bitty boy. Fuck, I'm looking up there for, nigga. And all this shit down here is way more dangerous than what's coming from up there.
Yeah, what you can't change, you shouldn't worry about.
Nigga, what you looking up there top? So, nigga, we don't even know what espionage is. Yeah, the Tucker Carlson. That's why I don't go overseas, nigga. Nigga, Eric Snowden told us, when they gave us this internet shit, nigga, that's why he's in Russia hiding. He told us, nigga, that they can take an innocent person and make him guilty by just posting positive things online, nigga.
You said posting positive things?
Yeah.
In what way? Like about that
Because
person?
you're posting what you think. You're not supposed to be sharing your thoughts with nobody, nigga. You know why? Why you think you're starting to hear terms like Baker's Act?
You said like what?
Baker's Act.
So
You can Baker Act your friend, put him in a mental hospital, and having him civilly committed forever.
They tried to do it to Kanye, I heard. That's why he went to overseas or something at a point in
They
time.
try to do it to everybody that know and talking that talk, nigga, like they big and bad. Oh, nigga, please. They did it to me.
Yeah. And then once you in there, they in control when you get out, right? Which it could be forever.
Yeah.
Hey, be careful, man. Whoever.
No, that's too late, because you don't know. You thinking criminal. Why you thinking our government is pushing mental health so strong? Mental health strips you of most of your due process rights. So, meaning you got an average asshole police officer. Most police officers are not asshole, but you got some in the bunch. Most of them just having a bad day and meet an asshole and reflect. Just say you got a dickhead cop, nigga. They got a hard on for something. And he run across you. He have the power. What makes a police officer so dangerous and so all-powerful is, nigga, he get to play God on the spot by way of discretion. He know penal codes. He really don't know law. That's why he kick you in the jail and you go down to court and sort law out. He know penal codes. He don't really know law. A nigga that know law can really argue with him. But the worst thing you can do is try to hold court in the streets with God. This is a figure of God, nigga. He can kill at will and take freedom at will. So he got the power like God, nigga. So, do you kiss his ass? Yeah.
Take them to court, though.
Have you seen him lose?
Yeah, I done got lieutenants fired.
Yeah, but he just go get hired somewhere else.
Yeah.
And they don't fire him, they let him resign.
Yeah, let me correct it. He ain't fired. He just not working. And I'm pretty sure he
In that department, but what happens is, the same ones that kill us just go to another department. So even if they get fired, they get hired somewhere else.
And they was harassing me.
Because they don't lose their peace license. See, the peace, they don't lose their peace license. That's what the lie. I go get another job. And another department is gonna hire him. The guy that killed baby Timmy Rice, nigga, wasn't supposed to be hired. You can't beat the invisible blue shield.
How you feel about like cancel culture, and do you believe it's real?
No, hell no. I'm supposed to be canceled.
I was about to say, would you call yourself canceled right now?
No, hell no, nigga. You give me a show, nigga. Just think, nigga. So I lost 12 shows at the end of my tour. I made $50,000 in interview money responding to it.
Oh yeah.
So my merchandise sales went up. I understand that bad controversy is good marketing too. Homie, I've been controversial for too long, and it ain't no dirt on me. I ain't fucked over nobody, I ain't hurt nobody. Everybody is stuck on, man, he said this online. You ain't heard nobody say, man, nigga stole me, robbed me. He did, nigga, I don't do wrong to people. I talk to a camera and don't know who listening, and it hurt people's feelings. I don't know who listening.
Is there anything you ever said that you could say like you actually regret, or you feel like you went too hard?
Yeah, Charlie Kirk. Because I really, see, I don't personally know the black people that I've offended. I don't personally know them, so I don't give a fuck who mad at me about saying fuck the dead, fuck the baby. I don't care. Nigga, I personally know Charlie Kirk and them people. And Alex and they was real close. So Man, Alex, you know, his father was my bail bondsman. Alex Stein dad been in the law enforcement bail bond been like 50, 60 years, nigga. So he and I was going into business to do a bail bond company together. So he was gonna put a bail bond company in my name in my city. I fucked that off. I would go learn. My mom, my sister, so my family, we would go become bail bondmen through Alex Stein and them. So nigga, I heard a good relationship, but nigga, for my rights, nigga, I've hurt mama for what I believe in. That's what make me a man, nigga. I stand on what I believe in, even if you think I'm wrong. I believe I'm right. Within 2 to 3 weeks, it looked like the lights were shut off. But the interview money kept going. Then the niggas tapped in and brought me to the chitlin circuit. I'm past the chitlin circuit, but nigga, I did it, nigga, to build a relationship with my people. So nigga, I'll take less money to take a chance to build a good relationship with a black man doing business. Yeah, I'll take less money. So I've done that, and so far, most of those relationships have been long lasting, cause it ain't about the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, nigga. So Alex called me. He had texted me right before the funeral. Yeah, my nigga was hurt. Yeah, he said, man, Charlie's a good. He said, man, he's one of us. Charlie, he's a good guy. He said, he's really a good guy. So the more I look into it, homie, Charlie Kirk really was a puppet. At one point in time, he was sharing and speaking from his own intellect and his own real passion from his ideology or ethnocentric beliefs. But then he became a talking figure that spewed inaccurate stats and was only geared toward black people. Yeah. And it was doing what the LGBT community is doing. It was targeting the undeveloped brains at the college entry level, the under 25s. I guarantee you Charlie Kirk couldn't have sat on stage and talked to me and debated me back and forward with such intellect like he did college students. I promise you he couldn't. Because everything he said bad about black people, I would remind him that white people is just as evil. They'll pet a strange dog before they wipe the nose of a black baby. They'll let a cat and a dog lick them in the mouth before they pet the head of a black kid. I've seen it. I've seen white people say, "Oh, I love your dog," and the baby be right there. Won't say nothing to the nigga baby. So, nigga, I understand, nigga, that some of the world's most egregious atrocities they have had to do to maintain power, and they're unapologetic about it. So the rights that the white man give me, that God gave me, that they oversee, nigga, you can't give them to me and say, I take them back. Yeah. Now I did that as a little boy. So, nigga, I could not I had to do it, nigga. And I'm gonna say this. I earned white America's respect, nigga. Boy, I earned white folks' respect, nigga. And I was horrible, I was mean. But I came back. My convictions, when I saw Miss Erica Kirk speak at the funeral, and I heard her amongst all these mean, hateful white Americans. So if Jesus had to be crucified again, white America would crucify Jesus. Because they were saying, off with their head. We need to kill him right now. They wanted to bring the lynch mob back. And nigga, our government played on our emotions. Envy, fear, distrust. So they played on that, nigga. They said, can't nobody say nothing bad about it. White people bullied America. They bullied America. And niggas showed me what niggas would do if white folk decide to put us back in slavery. Y'all will not fight back.
Yeah, I honestly.
Because we're in slavery now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like, when I was growing up, I never could see that happening again. I actually could see it happening again.
Hey, listen, homie.
We're not organized. We're not together.
No, listen, homie. We've been watching it happen. You know how many niggas go to jail and go down there and pick cotton and don't tell that white boy they ain't doing it? Mm-hmm. You know how many niggas rely on a visitation and that white boy still get the buck break him again? You know how he buck breaking, right? When your mama comes see you, just get out them clothes, boy. That's a male humiliating process to have another man watch you stripping. That's what the slave had to do. Hold your nuts up, nigga. Turn around. Look at his ass. Squat, boy.
They do that in jail.
I'm telling you, that's what the slave did.
Yeah.
So before slavery was not abolished, there was a clause, 14th Amendment, unless you was duly convicted of a crime.
And it's still here. This is literally still slavery.
Nigga, you can't
It's a
get your
private
own
business.
place.
Still.
You got a scarlet mark, you got an invisible chain on you. And at any time, the police can stop, search, and ask you any questions based on your arrest record. So, nigga, we still slaves. So I heard niggas say what they wouldn't do.
Slave. I'm talking about getting whooped and hung.
Well, we is. We watch them whoop and shoot and kill our women in the name of unjust police shooters.
And what we do about it?
Nothing.
And that's why I feel like we could be slaves for real slaves again.
Nigga, we don't have it in us.
If the police kill somebody and it be somebody op, they ops gonna laugh about it.
Listen,
versus
my nigga,
be together.
they can kill their mama and they go laugh about it. Nigga, you think the police ain't mistreated a nigga mama? Niggas mamas get mistreated by the guards when they go visit.
Yeah, well,
Say, man, you man my mama. Nigga ain't doing nothing. Do you know how bad prison guard mistreat niggas? You ain't never heard a nigga get out and done nothing to a prison guard. So you will take it out here too, nigga.
yeah. And
homie, listen, for us to complain about how we get done, and the white man is, and this is that, homie, we have to wake up and submit to our coward nature to accept it and not fight back once.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with being a coward to the white man. We all are. Because, nigga, we see shit happen. We get mad, and nigga, we don't do nothing. When he see shit happen, he do something. You ain't finna kill one of they women, and they ain't finna turn nothing up. Did you see what they did for Kurt? Nigga, they went to talking about we putting him on pennies, we woo. Well, nobody better not say nothing. Nigga, we ain't that tough, we ain't that strong, and we ain't that bad and mean, nigga. We'll take some more lashes if he bring him out. Cause he got some military shit we ain't never seen. Nigga, when he go to bringing that shit through there,
what you gonna do?
what they did when they brought them blast of troops out there, didn't no nigga buck. Did now nigga buck when they say stand 6 feet apart? And it's an invisible thing that we can't see. Then now nigga bucked. I bucked. I went out every night. I got to the airport and act like I couldn't read nothing. I bucked, nigga. I ain't wearing no mask. Now I wear a mask, because now they want to take me out. Now I got coronavirus. Homie, I do something to be a rule breaker. I ain't wearing a seat, something. A rule breaker. I don't break laws. But I'm going to break the rules.
I feel like if we and I hate having to talk like this because I don't want to be one of them niggas.
Me neither.
That I ain't trying to be no
martyr.
Yeah, I ain't trying to.
I used to be.
We do need to organize though, because realistically, when it comes to the people, there's way more people than the police. But the reason the police could come to your block and shut it down is because we not united. We just let them do it.
Nigga, we done been united before.
Nobody want to die.
We done been united before. So we just had a big group that was called NFAC. And we seen 200 black men about 7 years ago was at every major thing. They were walking, they was in uniform, they was united. And they had one nigga as the leader, and he called himself Grandmaster something.
It's like the KKK shit.
The white boy know what to do. Most of you niggas want to follow. You don't want to lead. That's why you waiting on somebody to jump it off, and you don't. See, Galvin Long and Makai Johnson died by themselves, nigga. They didn't wait for nobody. They convictions made them go crash out. Nigga, they got that one nigga. Oh, you organize all this? Put his ass in the feds with no real charges on him. Just had his ass sitting, made his ass holler. You don't see that group no more, do you?
And that's why I'm not gonna be the leader. Because what they gonna do after that?
Nigga, you just ain't die. Nigga, if
what
you
your people gonna do after that?
Well, it ain't about what your people gonna do. What are you convicted about? A man's convictions don't make him look back and see where everybody else is. I go, Sarge.
But what if you die for nothing?
It don't matter, nigga. Warriors die for nothing. You know how many soldiers had to go do impossible missions? And one or two of them had to go. He went that way, he went that way. We don't know if the one went that way dead or alive or a prisoner of war. That's how warriors died, nigga. They don't die with big funerals, and they die for nothing. Dr. King was a warrior, nigga. Malcolm was a warrior, nigga. Malcolm told him, don't even bring the guns in here, nigga. Don't search no, my nigga. The warrior ain't looking for the soldier boys. The soldier boy now he's scared to go out there in the dark. The warrior know this is his destiny, nigga, as it is everybody else's. So I run to it, I embrace it. Nigga, I wanna die by myself, nigga. A bunch of motherfuckers around me, nigga. Yeah, I wanna be out in the woods, in the wilderness, jacking my dick off and been out there 2 days, don't nobody know where Paw at. And they come out there and find me, they pants half down, nigga, with a girl peeing on me.
So if you had to pick between Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, who would you pick?
Neither. Stupid ass niggas died broke. Yeah, Dr. King got plenty of pussy though, but nah, I ain't doing neither, nigga. I ain't following no nigga, and I ain't preaching for no people, nigga. Yeah. You see how they doing Dr. King? Now they want to discredit him because he was a good man with a bunch of hoes. I think both of them was illogical. They died broke. Harry Belafonte had to come in and help Coretta. You know that handsome yellow nigga with that money was rubbing on her thigh and laying next to her, nigga, 5 years after King gone. Same with Malcolm, nigga. Betty was mad than a motherfucker, nigga. He driving a long Lincoln, NOI house. Then when they get their own house, they blow it up. Nigga, your family looking at you crazy, nigga. So your kids begin to resent you. Cesar Chavez, nigga, his son was mad than a motherfucker. His daddy done gave his life for these Mexicans, nigga. And he ain't got to spend time with him. Throw the football, kick the soccer ball. Malcolm didn't get to do it. Martin didn't get to do it. That little girl, the youngest one, she didn't get to know Martin. Them kids didn't really get to know Malcolm, nigga. He died for the people, nigga. So I don't want to be like neither one of them Negroes. I don't want to die for nothing. No, they not strong men. For one, nigga, Malcolm was falling a pedophile pervert, nigga, and got killed by his own kind. I'd rather much die like King by the hands of a white man, nigga, or somebody else other than me. I'd be mad the motherfucker, a poor nigga kill me with a court-appointed lawyer, nigga, and he take a plea bargain. The nigga kill me, take it to trial. Make the white boy give you for the act of the crime. Don't get down there and break weak and try to plead with the white boy for mercy, and you didn't give me none.
So earlier, when we was talking about Charlie Kirk, I meant to ask you this, because I seen people say this. Like, do you feel like Charlie Kirk could have been like killed by Israel?
No, nigga. Hell no. One thing about white America, they ain't letting nobody kill their own.
See, this the
they
thing.
take out their own trash. Jews ain't white.
They said they was trying to say that Charlie Kirk, you know, he had the support of them.
Well, you listen to dumb people.
Speaking out.
Nobody of intelligence has said that.
I mean, I feel like the couple people I seen say it was pretty intelligent.
Not credible.
Like,
that's the conspiracy theories.
You feel like would you consider somebody like Candace Owens conspiracy or not intelligent?
Yeah, she a conspiracy theory. Candace Owens got a white husband, so I distrust everything she say with that white, nigga, she a puppet too. Why you think he don't talk? You think she this bold as a black woman with a white husband and a white race? Niggas, you think, come on, homie, she they puppet to the niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, it make it hard for me to listen to anybody just for the simple fact, like, Candace, right now, it looked like she's being, what's the word, rebellious, going against things. But in my head, it's like, she got like the biggest podcast right now, one of them, and I be thinking like realistically, if she is speaking against the people that got all the power, why would she have that? Because you
she's
can
not speaking against the people with all the power. Here go your script. Go out there and let them have it.
Spread confusion.
Homie, listen. If you're paying attention to politics, you're listening to propaganda. You're not listening to facts. Yeah. That's why you got all this propaganda out here, and you don't have the names of the victims of the Epstein files. You don't have no interviews. Nigga, everything is to distract, nigga. Nigga, the day Charlie Kirk died, nigga, it was some unusual laws that were passed, but that ain't my business. I don't want to be intelligent talking to a bunch of poor niggas to put a target on my back because I sound like I know something. Nigga, Candace don't know nothing. Nigga, Candace is a puppet. If you think they gonna kill Charlie Kirk for that, you think gonna kill you think they gonna come on, homie, a smart mouth, fancy talking black woman. Nah, homie, they know she's mourning. So guess what? We send her out there to distract her with her information. Send him with some information. Send him with some information. Why? We live in an information age. None of it has to be true. We'll keep the truth back here. The truth is not what they believe, it's what we make them believe. Send Candace over here, they don't know what to believe. Fear, envy, distrust, people. Stop paying attention to humans getting paid for monetization talking. They just talking. If you really want to know, go to your local library, go get on a computer and go to the scholar databases. Start going to the index card looking for real books and not articles that was placed on a search engine. So what most people don't realize, we had the dark age, we had the ice age. We now live in an information age. Nothing can be hidden. The problem is people don't know how to find truth based on credible sources, right? So it's like this. Throw all the pieces to the puzzle out there, put it together. Yeah, all the pieces are true and facts. But if you can't put it all together, you gotta lie.
Yeah.
So we got lies. We're not being told the truth by nobody. That's why everybody's saying something different. Guess what I do? Read the paper. Guess what? It's bullshitting too, depending on which one you write. But it can't lie. It have to come back and make a correction if you can prove it's lying. Cited sources. So most of us don't go to college. We don't understand cite sources, credible reference. When I check Google, failed paper. You cannot turn a paper into no academic school with Google as the source. And what do black people do? We are divided by Google information. And AI, and AI is intentionally giving us wrong information. It's doing that intentionally. Why? Go back and watch Book of Eli. So let me finish, right? So your kid don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to sign their name. They won't be able to read the Constitution. And their AI is gonna be dumber than everybody else's AI. Why? What do you click on? What do you, man, yeah. So now, nigga, most of our kids won't be able to spell. Spell laugh out loud. L-A-U-G-H-O-U-T-L-O. Nigga, they gonna put LOL. I intentionally write laugh. I don't write, nigga, that motherfucking emoji talk. I don't use emoji. I want this brain to be ticking past. I don't use AI for nothing. I don't ask AI shit. Nigga, because I know AI was given to me as my new overseer for my thought process and my intellect, nigga. I can never be smarter than him if I go to him for the information. I'm smarter than him if I don't go to him. I'm smarter than him. So you go submit all of your YouTube titles to him. Don't you know if you keep it basic and simple, you beat him? Don't you know if you get a bright light and make a nigga smile like cheese, you beat him?
Matter of fact, this is our thumbnail.
But he's gonna give you a darker picture. Grainy looking. Man, you niggas better wake up, nigga. I went back to sleep so I wouldn't have to wake up. I'm just talking. Yeah, I went back to sleep, nigga. I ain't throwing a alarm clock in the graveyard. I'm a dumb, stupid, ignorant comedian, nigga, that don't nothing about nothing, and I work with white folks to stay in America.
And you're not lying about the AI stuff, because I could vouch for this myself, just my own personal experience. Growing up, before all this stuff, before smartphones and stuff in school, I would have 100% on every spelling test. Spelling was the best thing I could do. And right now, I ain't a bad speller, but it's like, it's certain words where it's like, I don't have to know how to spell them no more because my phone completes them so much to the point I ain't used this skill. So it's like, you got access to way more to where I feel like we advancing more, but we're literally dumbing ourselves down because we don't use our brains.
We don't really understand technology as a way to use it to advance as a tool or to compete in the real world. Homie, you can literally make a movie with an iPhone. You don't need all this. You don't need none of this. I have never bought a camera. How did I get here?
iPhone.
I for the first 3 years, I had Android without a phone holder.
So that ain't no excuse.
Because I understood it's really not about the quality of it. It's about the substance of the content. I done seen motherfucker watch brewery television that was brewery and just keep turning the knob, hitting it, because what they want to see is on there, got something for them. Nigga, I done seen, nigga, so I started to understand my addiction. I'm gonna say it again. I started to understand my addiction. I couldn't leave this shit alone, homie. Nigga, I'm picking this phone up. If we don't get right back to fucking, I'm on the phone. If you don't, nigga, I can't, nigga, when I get up in the middle of the night, I got to go pee, that motherfucking phone better not have no ding on it. I can't resist it. When I wake up in the morning, still like being in school. Man, I want some attention, nigga. If nothing else, I just want to argue. If nothing else, I just want some human engagement. If nothing else, I want to fine-tune my articulation skills, my communication skills. Or I just want to bother people and ruin people's day because me and my bitch into it. Yeah. So, nigga, I wake up and have power because of the internet. That's what it fed at first. Till I started realizing that YouTube not paying me. Google is. Then I started realizing that in places like Florida and Texas, our governors made it where you can sue YouTube. That's how I got my $16,000 a month YouTube page back.
Hold on, how you suing? Out of my mind.
Because our government, I live in Florida, I live in Texas. Between those two governors, they got it where, nigga, if they been shadow banning you, they done took your shit, you can get it back. And if you check your emails, you really can go find the email they sent you to try to get it back for an appeal. Because they was taking it, you was appealing it, and they wasn't saying nothing.
How do you prove you shadow banned?
Easy. Look at your numbers.
I talk to people on YouTube, though, and they just be like,
They don't know, so I'm finna tell you what you do. They're not watching numbers. I can tell you what to do. Look at your live numbers. There was a time I look out there and say 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Now I look out there and say 5 people. I sit for about 30, 45 minutes. When I end that bitch, it'll say 60,000. But I never see 500. I never see 500. It look like it's 12 people that are watching me. But when I end that motherfucker, it say 60,000. So then, when I come over on Instagram, I got almost 300,000. So what I do is, I collaborate with people to test Instagram. Say, collab with me right fast, fam. When I post something, I look at the engagements, right? It'll say 40,000 views, 5 likes, 2 comments. That's a shadow ban.
yeah.
They playing with your mind for your number. Or they using homie, it's like brainwashing. It's like brainwashing your confidence and your esteem. Because they think most people are on there for views, and they are. You ain't got number 2 views. Nigga, I don't give a damn about who watching me live. When I end this motherfucker, it's 22 social media platforms finna be a billboard for me and get 1 million views for me. So I give it to everybody else and let them have it. That's how I know. So everybody else get my content and do 10,000, 5,000, but I won't never see it. So nigga, I give it to them. And they go work for me, and it's 20-something people, nigga, monetize every day off Charleston White comment because I go on Instagram and just go live. They screen record it. So, nigga, I used to be mad at that, but I started saying that's the new form of marketing and advertising.
Yeah.
Because if I copyright strike them, they trying to erase me. It's hard to find the real Charleston. But, nigga, it's so much fake Charleston White pages, they can't take away me. It'll hurt the internet. If you take all my presence away, the internet will be lonely, nigga, for a while.
So, for the people that actually do want to get up with you, how do they find you? Because it's definitely hard to find you.
Nigga, everything that's worth value is hard to find. Yeah, nigga, I'm like I'm like the motherfucker with the AIDS cure. I'm up in the mountains, nigga, living with gorillas. With lions around me, nigga, bathing with them. No. I ain't supposed to be found, nigga. I'm supposed to be right where they got me because that adds to the mystique. That's how I sell comedy tickets. Why? You can't find me online, so we sure want to hear me in life. And that's why I sell tickets, nigga, because you can't find me online. So what I do is, when it's time to sell comedy shows, I spend money with Instagram to boost my posts. But since I've been spending money with Instagram, I ain't had no problem. I spend a lot of money with them boosting my posts because I'm shadow banned. So what I do when it's time to sell a ticket, I boost the post. If I want to come out to shadow ban, I just spend $100 for 50,000, for some people across the country. And I get to set on who I want to target. So yeah, I know how to beat them, homie. But nigga, I enjoy being hidden. Yeah, I enjoy being hidden, homie, because that makes me more authentic because everything over there is pre-recorded secondhand. So when they finally get me, they stuck. So nigga, I do 20,000, 30,000 new subscribers on all social media platforms monthly. My watch hours be at 54 million. I average 30-something million views a month on Instagram, shadow ban.
Damn. So
Shadow ban. I do 30, no less than 25 a month, shadow ban. So I post it so people can see. I post my analytics so I can show people you can beat it if you know it. You can beat the white man if you know his law. That's how Johnny Cochran beat him. But if you don't know his law, you can't beat him, nigga, just talking with what you think you know.
do you get sponsors with the all the views you get, or do some of the things you?
Yeah, nigga. I make a lot of money from Temu, Balenciaga done sent some niggas some shit, and all that come through TikTok. So I got like I got about 10 to 15,000 in TikTok, nigga, over what 2 years. I don't even touch. If TikTok shut down right now, they gonna run off with the money. Yeah, so I just go accept the ads, pick which ones I want to sell.
Oh, that should be real. I be seeing that shit.
Yeah, no, nigga, I probably made $200 a week in the last couple of days. Let me show you.
Somebody's telling me do that shit. Like they really send you the shit.
Nigga, it's called Why You Think I Did That Say Cheese TV interview and I was talking. I had to get serious, homie. He wanted to talk about the Oshino shit. Nigga, that's why nobody got deals. Nigga, when I done that interview, and he dropped that interview, my shows was canceled. Hear me out, homie, my show was canceled, nigga. He dropped it around the New Year. I had like a couple of comedy dates up until February 3rd. 2 days after that interview was released, my schedule filled up to the end of the year. The same club that canceled me, because even though I was talking to him, I was talking over him to the people, to the powers that be. I'm letting them know, hey man, listen, I get it. I understand now. I understand what this is about. This isn't about getting 1 million views. This isn't about waiting till YouTube turn you green in 3-4 days. This ain't about this. If you want legacy money, you want wealth, real wealth like LeBron, Magic, they didn't get it from just their talent. They got it from marketing their talent into a brand with a brand deal through brand affiliation, or brand placement, brand sponsorships, and brand collaboration. Magic Johnson passed up Nike. Mike took it. And guess what? Even though he's making what he's making, he didn't get the best deal. It was the best for him then coming. I bet if he can do it again, he'll be a 2-time billionaire. Magic went to Converse. Fucked up. 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg got presented with vitamin water. 50 didn't have all the vitamin water. He had the purple one. Got rich. LeBron, Kobe, Michael. I can go on down the list, homie. Steph Curry. It's about the brand deal. What brand partnership you branded with? This is a brand partnership. That's why they let you brand collaborate now on YouTube. Instagram been letting you do it, but you niggas wasn't catching on. Nigga, I was tagging Gucci when I first started buying Gucci shit off Instagram. I had got their attention, then I lost my page. That's why they taking my page, nigga, I know how to get the brand. Shout out to my man Sincere, Ocho Cinco guy, who specializes in brand deals. Nah, nigga, I got the game. So what I want to do, I want to get in front of white people and say, hey, I'm willing to sever a $100,000 friendship, business relationship with a guy that don't understand branding. Because I'm gonna make more in this brand deal. Yeah. So right now I got Tito's on the table. I got a fight coming up. Tito's gonna be on the shorts probably. I got $1 billion water. I got Privileged Society clothing. I can name a few others, homie. So nigga, I started understanding terms and terminologies. Fuck a view, nigga.
That's the smallest amount.
That's the poor nigga want attention. Out here ain't getting no view. What are your engagements? See, white people, see, this is what make me so special. When I start, nobody clicks off. They click off and come back and finish. They want to hear me from the first word to the last word. That's what you call impressions. I may have 50 million watch hours, nigga. 100 million in watch hour impressions in 1 month. 100 million. I started doing 4 billion hashtag Charleston Whites on TikTok. That's just Charleston White. Charleston White memes. Charleston White videos, 20 million. So nigga, I started paying attention to numbers. Nigga, this is a numbers game. And it ain't about views. Because the category of your content don't mean shit if your views are. So I started understanding when niggas say, man, why everybody keep saying, man, make sure you like this, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. That's how they know if you got influence. Yeah. I go up and down, but I keep the needle moving. That's influence. But I never go away. I'm viral every week. Why? When everybody go right, I go left. That's been the formula that keeps working. Man, every time he go against the grain. Okay, y'all got it figured out. It's still working. Yeah. It's still working. Why? Because there's a lot of substance that come off these lips, nigga, no matter how offensive it is. You're gonna get something. Most people just wanna be stimulated. Nigga, that's why they gamble and don't win. They want the stimulation. And nigga, stimulation equals ticket sales, engagements, nigga. So I say shit, nigga, sometimes I go in the comment section to boost the posting engagement. I respond and motherfucker, man, fuck you, snitch ass nigga. Nigga, everything is tactical and strategic when you know the game. I understand this internet game, my nigga, and a nigga can't trick me out this game, nigga. That's why I don't play street, I don't talk street, nigga. The internet is where I live. I damn near go to sleep on this motherfucker. So, and I rule in this world. And then, nigga, I benefit in the real world. So between ticket sales, merchandise sales, brand collaborations, brand affiliations, brand sponsorships, and brand partnerships, nigga, that's what's gonna change the game. So if you ain't using your platform to say you got 100,000, 50,000 subscribers, followers, nigga, why you ain't promoting and marketing businesses in your community? You a billboard, you a commercial, nigga, you a 5-second Super Bowl commercial every day.
So you know somebody that got a YouTube channel that I'll just say me, like what would be how would you recommend getting more brand deals and sponsorships?
Start reaching out to them, create you an EPK.
Yep.
Create you an EPK, put some structure to it, go get your media credentials. Create a brand affiliation or brand partnership with Buzzsprout. Because most niggas on YouTube stuck on YouTube. DJ Academics, $1 million worth of game, Joe Rogan, they ain't on YouTube, nigga. They put a small audio video clip on YouTube, but nigga, they putting the whole thing in the airwaves. Airwave, guess what the airwave go do? Bring in sponsorships while you talking for them 2 hours. Oh yeah, we gonna take a break, man. Our sponsors, woo, say, man, shout out to Cocoa Butter Skin, get the niggas perfect, yeah. Nigga, you got the dick pills, you got the condoms. It's so much, nigga. Yeah. I walked into a high-end store. Just looking for some clothes in Cleveland, Ohio. Nigga, I ain't no Privilege Society, Bally, MGM. That's high-end up north. I get to the register, nigga, motherfucker, 9,000. Can I afford it? Yeah. I ain't come here to spend no motherfucker $10,000. Man, I said, say, I know I can't wash dishes, man. Nigga, I ain't got 10K on me right now, nigga. And I wanted to put some shit back. But I didn't want to because the cameras was rolling. So, nigga, I said, say, look out, nephew. Nigga, let me go, let's do a brand collaboration partnership. Y'all got that space over there. Let me monetize you a YouTube channel. I got 607 month coming. I got this person coming. Yeah, nigga, I got a 6-figure clothing deal.
It's hard.
Not only did I get a 6-figure clothing deal, I got Gunvo a deal. I brought some more social media influencers with me. I called them niggas up, and because they trust me, they know I'm about business, say, nigga, just get here. Nigga, I done told these people we coming, woo, nigga, hey, and they didn't even know what I had in store for them. Nigga say, nigga, I'm trying to get us a brand deal, nigga. We all walked out with a 6-figure deal.
See, that's what you say, my bad.
And nigga, if you don't walk into these places and introduce your brand, yeah, you just a social media guy, or internet guy. You gotta humanize the brand, homie. So nigga, I got t-shirts with my face on it, nigga. humanized. I got a website that I can point to. It's structured to this shit. I got an agent, nigga, that nobody wants to deal with you directly, nigga, because you're gonna be impulsive at times, because you think you know something coming from this small platform on elevation. So what I had to know is, nigga, every step I got up, I don't know nothing. So I never acted like I knew nothing. Most niggas act like they know. The basic shit I've been saying, homie, nigga been on YouTube 15 years and don't know this.
For real.
Nigga, I watch niggas do live content with me. And whatever thing they got, soon as it's in, they got the money for the live and it's already uploaded turning green. Cause they know the secret to the YouTube studio.
Yeah, a lot of stuff you saying, like, I've been doing this like 9 years. And a lot of the stuff you saying, I ain't learned till just recently, like a year ago or months ago, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
but if you're really serious, homie, go on and spend that about $400 and get your media credentials. Your media credential passes gets you in to interview the president with your hood ass.
so is that, you know how people do interviews in jail? Because I've been trying to.
If you get your media credential passes, you can go interview in jail. You might can't go to ADX, but you got media credential passes. Do you know how official you is, nigga? The police got to be careful with you with media credential passes, nigga.
See, I always knew we had the freedom of press, so I just never really.
But you're not a press without the credentials.
No,
you're a YouTuber.
Everybody got the freedom of press.
No, you don't. You got the right to record in public space, but you're not a press guy. You can't, nigga, false flag.
I mean, it ain't false flag. Like,
it is. You're not a press guy.
We are the press.
We're not the press.
It's in the Constitution.
No. Just because you got a microphone and a camera, you're not a press. You don't have the credentials. Because if you were the press, you would know you would have to have media credentials to be where you are trying to be a press guy.
Yeah, certain rooms.
Nigga, listen.
I'm talking about public though.
No, you're not a media. You're not a press guy. Then you could be a what they call an independent journalist.
Yeah.
But
that's really what I mean.
They're not gonna take you serious because you don't have credentials. Who taught you the rules and the do's and don'ts of press? First thing the press does is respect law enforcement. They don't go up on them. They don't say nothing. They record from a distance. And they never talk to law enforcement. They talk to the camera. So your actions and your behavior discredit you when you're saying, I got the freedom of press. That's why the police handle us, because they don't know law. Most of us don't even know what constitution, the first one, the second one. That's why they treat us like this, homie. Yeah. They don't even know law. They know penal codes. Yeah. We haven't studied law to be this strong about it. Nah, homie, you have to have your press passes because there are rules. Certain feet you can't go. If a nigga don't know that, homie, he just a nigga uploading video waiting on the check on YouTube. Take it more serious. Do you have an intro? Do you have an outro? I had to tell Black Rambo, homie, because nigga Black Rambo got 2 million. Yeah, we get millions of views, but nigga, it's hurting his money. You know why? He started all the guns out pointing at him. If you notice, the white boy start the guns sitting down, explaining to you what the guns are, and they never point them at the camera.
Gun safety, all that.
Niggas point them at the camera. The algorithm sees that as a threat. That's what the nigga do. The white boy holds it sideways. So nigga, I showed Black Rambo, niggas just say, homie, this. So the difference, look, they got an intro, they got an outro. Niggas got a song. You're not detailed in the description. There's no hashtags. Your titles are long and lengthy when they're supposed to be short and brief. You putting Charleston White goes off. Well, everybody knows the word goes off is negative in the black culture. So guess what? Low video, less advertiser friendly. Charleston White clowns. And then you got Owl Bowl. Well, you never see a book title look like that. It got the first letters as a capital. Why are you putting parentheses and quotations? And why is that word lowercase? All that matter, nigga, because you got this $1 trillion company you're thinking they're gonna put a $10,000 video on this elementary adult thing? That's why it's made for kids. Yeah. The way the title is. Homie, your grammar, the words homie, all of that, that's that hidden Jim Crow, nigga, like the school to prison pipeline you can't see, nigga. It's put in place because, nigga, this frees us. Nigga talking on this motherfucker, and because of y'all, I got a legacy to leave behind. I got money to leave back for my children's children. Nigga, every year my insurance policy go up another $1 million, and I'm paying $3,000-4,000. Nigga, I go homeless to pay that motherfucker. Kid go get a bankroll, and it draw equity. I can go borrow $500,000 out that motherfucker right now today. So, nigga, when you know better, you do better. I ain't got time to go back and forth with niggas ain't getting this kind of game, and I can teach this kind of game rather than arguing with a nigga like Oshino that can't teach nobody no game. Nigga, what I did that 3 years ago. I can't teach that method. They gonna stop putting me in movies. Now where you see me, Nick Cannon. You know why? That Brandon video. Nick Cannon them sat on that video for 2 years almost, homie. Because his brand and Amazon couldn't put that right, and I hadn't gone through a growth process or a rebranding process. Everything goes through a rebranding process. McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's. So nigga, it's time to rebrand. But homie, so nigga, I had to rebrand. That's why my mama got a Tasha K interview. Come on, mama, I need you. My mama taught, and nigga, I got deals out the door, my nigga. I got another 6-figure, man, I got deals out the door. Nigga, I got casino. Man, yeah, homie, but because I wasn't talking to y'all. I was done talking to y'all. I just needed Say Cheese TV to let me get this off my chest, nigga. I was submitting to white people and saying, say, y'all, this is the real me. I understand it now. I know this ain't about views. Yeah, I make a lot of money over here with Say Cheese TV doing views, but I'm willing to sever and make a sacrifice to move forward where I can be better and help more. So, nigga, I ain't closing the door. I'm bringing niggas with me.
Did that come from you learning more or wanting more?
Wanting more. But because I want more, I actively learn. Seek first the kingdom. Nigga, I'm a knowledge seeker. I spend days, nigga, I spend most of my days reading. What? Anything. Anything, nigga. A children's book, I just want to read, nigga. I read words on the wall. Nigga, when I'm in line, yeah, nigga, I just like to read, homie. Because I understand knowledge is power. But knowing something is not knowledge. We know everything, but nigga, if you ask us to apply it to our own life to show it, and they can't do that. Everything I'm telling you, I've applied to my life and made it work, nigga. Everything. Everything. And I ain't lost shit. And nigga, I'm at a new level and I don't know nothing. I done mastered the internet. Nigga, now I'm trying to get into movies. I got 2 movie scripts on the table. Nigga, I want to get into streaming, but nigga, I'm too actively involved in comedy, traveling to sit somewhere and be bound for 4 hours.
You know, you could stream that. I just seen Blueface in the club.
Nigga,
show,
I ain't streaming my shit. Why would people buy tickets for the next show if I'm streaming it?
You're right.
Less access, less is more. Nigga, the less access people have to you and can see you, the more value you have. So that's why I don't come online to be serious. I come online to bullshit. Nigga, you want that serious nigga? He sell comedy tickets. So nigga, I have to have something for y'all. I got something for the comedy people. I got something for the youth. I got something for the school. So nigga, I got something for everybody because I understand my audience and my target demographics. So it ain't about, he speak about black people. I spoke about white people. I spoke about the Uvalde school shooting. I spoke about Jew. Nigga, I spoke about Palestinian. Nigga, ain't nothing I ain't touched. Black people are the only ones stuck on what I say. White people find it entertaining. Hispanics, nigga, my biggest audiences, nigga, when I'm out and about, nigga. Black people have been tricked to be so emotionally responsive because we are raised in a matriarch society and all of us was punished, disciplined by a woman in her emotions or abused. None of us seen a logical, most of us didn't. I saw them, but I didn't have access to them. But nigga, my mama was as logical as she could be, but I went into a boys' home at 14 years old, and I got to see some strong niggas, some strong black men, some mean, loving, hard-nosed, racist white men. They've been to the military, and all they care about is respect and dignity and value, and they racist though. But if you had those traits and qualities, you couldn't tell. And that's today in America. If you got good traits and good qualities like our ancestors had when they was niggas, we could get out of slavery too.
So speaking on racism, like recently, I started viewing things differently. I might be wrong, But like, you know, all my life when I heard racist, I always just thought like, I hate people, hate black people, hate this, hate that. But then when somebody basically broke, you know how the people be like, black people can't be racist.
We don't have no power.
So when I started looking at like a power game, and
we're hateful. We're not racist.
I
would rather be racist than hateful.
I think it makes sense. People gonna probably not understand what I'm saying and crucify me for this, but basically, if you watching another race and you notice like, physically they stronger, physically they faster, they this, they that, on all the physical traits, I feel like you gotta, on the survival aspect, you gotta figure out your pros and what you strong with. And I feel like if they didn't do that, it's possible that they could have got done that way, because it's like, if you don't get ahead and stop this.
They got some big, strong white boy rushing.
For sure.
Give an African nigga. They got some big.
But overall though.
Nigga,
like they got so far. I feel like
homie, yeah.
It's like a dog. You know, a dog got teeth, but we like dogs can fuck us up, but nigga, got them thinking.
I mistreat dogs, even though they can fuck us up.
That's because
we mistreat lions because we're smarter than them, and that's what they think about us.
Yeah.
Just what you just said is what they used. They thought we was real animals because we appear savage, but they're more savage in violence, right? We wasn't savage then. We're savages now, because we've taken on his behavior. So we're not racist at all, but we are a hateful race of people. We hate each other. We hate our cousins.
I think we'd be rich.
No. If we were racist, no. We would be getting our lick back. Black people want revenge. They don't want reparations. They want white people to be mistreated. And white people had mistreated us. They mistreated our ancestors. Nigga, our ancestors ain't angry and hateful. Them people just wanted to be free. They got their freedom. They worked their land. They stayed with their family, and they didn't go over there bothering that white boy. We go bother the white boy.
I mean, I get why people do it though, because it's like people still reap the benefits of it. My freshman year, the school I went to, my first semester, it was on slave land. The people that owned that school still own that school. I went to school with the owner's son. Like,
America still own the land.
Yeah.
Black people don't have a school.
The family still own.
Well, nigga, my family still got the land. It's 5 white families that own all the cotton product in America. Nigga, they got inheritance. They family did right, my nigga. Our family started out did right. I bet if you trace your family here, legacy, it's some inheritance that got fucked off somewhere in the name of some land. Niggas out the country just sold it, quit paying the taxes. One family member took care of it, the other didn't give a damn. Nigga, so nah, homie, the white man started noticing when he freed his niggas, he gotta free his niggas. That's who fighting with us. That white boy saw how bad his niggas was in them world wars. These niggas can fly planes. These niggas ain't never even been in a plane. These niggas got grit. These niggas got determination. Man, these are some strong warriors, nigga. Nigga, you didn't know if they didn't cry. They didn't complain. Nigga, they bit down and took what they had to take, nigga, to be the kind of man they need to be, nigga. We ain't them kind of man, nigga. We complain about everything. We complain about slavery and we ain't never seen a slave. We acting like we done seen a no colored sign. We acting like we really let a white man mistreat us. Most of us will mistreat any white person that try to mistreat us. So we get to fight back, nigga. So I'm saying them people did not want to go to no white school. They built the school out in the nigga by the creek with worms, mud flow, no shoes, books that tore apart. They were more educated than we are. And they was able to go off and compete with white people in areas, and they didn't have white teachers. We was made to believe that we have to go over there to be better, nigga. Cause our mamas and them didn't want us at that school we was at. Nigga, we didn't want to have to go to that school. Cause the condition. But nigga, our people thrived in them conditions, nigga. Became some of the most strongest, resilient people that the world had ever seen in those conditions. Look at our conditions and look what we producing, nigga. We weak about everything. Everything hurt us, bother us, nigga. We don't know how to take nothing on and let it roll off. Because we been with mama, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, daddy, we don't know what daddy was sad about, nigga. He ain't smile. Wasn't no smiling ass nigga. Nigga got to lead the household, and he got to put down law. So, nigga, what I realized is we didn't have a struggle. We don't have a struggle. Gang banging wasn't a struggle. Gang banging was a nigga's recreational activity because we couldn't be racist, so we want to be hateful. We want to hate a nigga over there because he over there. So we taught one another, man, fuck that nigga. We don't like each other because we don't know each other. I don't know that nigga, and that's an easy way for us not to like each other. White folks get to know one another.
Did we teach each other that though?
Yeah, we teach each other that.
You know how it started though.
No, you know how it started? When you in the household and you and your cousins and you and your aunties and y'all talking about each other. Say, oh, blackhead, that's why your daddy. Nigga, my mama go come in there and cut gay. Because what that do, nigga, that's so seeds of division in your household. Mama got 3 boys, 3 different daddies. One daddy coming to see one. So the one who daddy coming, mama might be a little favor to him or might mistreat him. So that's go divide that. When you go to grandmama house, grandmama got a favorite grandbaby. Get out there, goddamn ice bar. Only one, so nigga, that's what starts that. So then, when you have little league football game, the coaches got y'all against each other. Say, go hurt him, hit him. Because the coaches got to sit. They got to sit. So in little league football, do y'all bring all the little black boys together and y'all go eat pizza? Now y'all divide us, nigga. So when you in the household with your family, when the last time your immediate family, all y'all who live in a household together, sat down at the table and broke bread like family is supposed to eat. You already divided in how you eat. I get my bowl and go in my room, daddy on the porch. Nah, nigga, we don't eat together. And we sure don't pray together. So what you mean? White boy ain't did that? Your mom and daddy did that. Your daddy made it easy, or your mama made it easy for one of them to walk away and leave y'all in these conditions, nigga. I'm gonna move up the street or around the corner, but I ain't leaving. I ain't letting this bitch have full access to my legacy and my boys and my baby's mine. I kick the door in with a domestic violence and kidnap the kid, bitch. Cause guess what? Legally, both of us got joint custody.
Yeah, how you kidnap your own? I be seeing people.
You can, because but for one, you go in there and don't show up for child support, nigga, and let them make you the non-custodial parent. Didn't you hear me say we got joint custody? See, you let the bitch go in and have all the mouthpiece. And guess what? The Attorney General office acts as her mediator or somewhat attorney, but they not. But whoever show up first, that's who get the better treatment. Mama say, son, go down there and put child support on yourself. Why, mama? Because you don't have no rights to them kids. If you ain't been married, you don't have they have to be established. Your rights do. Just because you fuck a woman in this country, they have to be established. Even though your name on a birth certificate, that don't establish it. So how do you get your right? Everything, nigga, through the courts. The courts own us. So you have to have those rights established. Why you think she don't go pay a court cost to a judge? They already got the kangaroo court set up for you, nigga. Debtor's jail. Another thing of slavery. And that's unconstitutional. But you don't know the law or the language to go, nigga, object to it. And you don't go down there talking. You don't go down there demanding nothing. You go down there weak, mad at the bitch, blame the bitch, and submit because she put the white man on you. I fight that white boy too, nigga. I go to trial. I don't take pleas. All my charge, no, nigga. I been a little fighter, nigga. Pull my criminal record. Trial, nigga. Trial, nigga. Because I understand one thing in trial, I get to keep all my rights. I get to keep all my rights if I just go to trial. I don't care how bad it look. Man, I got rights, nigga. And come on, God. Nigga, I'm gonna stand on my rights. You gave it, man, come on. And nigga, the judge, you know he violates your rights. But guess what? He know it's gonna take you about 10 years to find what he did, nigga. Cause them first 3, you're depressed, you're sad, you got to survive. That's why them sharp niggas go in there and get right in the law library. Them the game-related niggas. The other niggas getting there fighting, getting high smoking K2. But them other niggas getting there and getting them books. The only way to beat the white man is with his law, nigga. It was a slave who was a slave, nigga, put himself in a box and put a postage stamp on it and mailed himself out of slavery. That's my kind of nigga. So don't tell me about nothing, nigga, and you ain't never been a slave. But a convict.
What's your thoughts on the, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, Gypsy Crusader?
Yeah. I was very proud of him. Yeah, any white boy I see with them swastikas, and yeah, nigga, you can't just get that on you. Yeah, that's a tough white boy. And he a big white boy. And nigga, fighting people get hurt. Yeah, but nigga, that nigga felt them punches. That's a big white boy. That's a big old white boy. And nigga, he got the right to say nigga.
How?
You can't take something back from what I made.
I mean, we all get the right.
They came up. No, you not a nigger. So why you offended by nigger?
No, you're right though. That's one of the things I want to say earlier.
So let me just say this.
I don't like the power we give to that.
You can't see not one slave video where they said, I'm not a nigger. You know what they always said? I was a man, boss. I'm not a boy. Our ancestors did not have a problem with being called nigger. They had a problem with being called boy. Go back and study your history, nigga. Look at the movies. Watch some shit, nigga. Read. They never had a problem with being called nigger.
Who made it an issue?
Black people, not the niggas. My grandmama a nigga. She 80, almost 90. My old man, they proud niggas. They call themselves, I'm the last nigger. Ain't no more niggas left. It ain't no more people that's goddamn tough, nigga, that can take mistreatment and keep their hate to themselves and still do good in life by people. Ain't no more strong people like that. Nigga, go talk to your grandmama and them and ask them how they felt about that word. You barely heard a word. You barely heard a word. But you took an acronym and you use it like it's the word. It has no meaning, so why try to make it a meaning? Because black people want to be hateful. You ain't saying, yeah, you want to be hateful, nigga. The way black people talk to their black women, bitches, hoes, I ain't got no manners for no slut. The way you demean the woman you lay down with, the way you nigga disrespect and talk down on a woman you planted seeds with and your kid, you better not ever say nothing to me by the word called nigger that you barely hear. Because if it bothers you that so much, go back and connect with some then, nigga. Go get some recipes. Go get them real stories about the niggas. You can't tell me nothing about no niggas that's accurate and factual. And by the way, you know they did rebuild Black Wall Street, you know that, right? It's open today. When have you niggas went and took a look? I went and visited and got the history, nigga. They rebuilt it, nigga. So don't act like they rebuilt Rosewood. Everything that they took from us, nigga, our people rebuilt it again. Y'all just ain't went and took a look to find out, nigga. So I don't take niggas' conversation serious. Most niggas dumb with their jailhouse education. All of them read the jailhouse books. They can't write no persuasive paper or informative, let alone a dissertation. So nigga, I play dumb with niggas, man. Yeah. But I like these kind of conversations though.
You feel like you get further playing dumb?
You get nowhere playing smart with niggas.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna argue with what they don't know. And they think they know something. Niggas act like they been out the country and ain't never been to Russia. Niggas can tell you what's going on with the Illuminati, but niggas don't have no family history. Niggas can tell you everything but about they daddy side of the family. See, I know both sides of my family. The Williams and the Whites. Nigga, I went and learned my family history along with that white boy's history. So when I go to school and read them presentations in them white folks' school, nigga, I can speak about my last name. I was a proud white, nigga. Freddie White, my granddaddy. Nigga, Lucille Helton with my grandmama, my great-grandmama, nigga. She was a slave. I know her. I know Mama Seal, nigga. She died in the 2000s, in the hundreds. So she was a slave. Lucille Helton, property of the White Sloan Plantation. My granddaddy, Freddie White, was the firstborn. That's my mama daddy, nigga. My family left the plantation, followed him out the Air Force. Fort Worth was an Air Force base. Granddaddy came out that country, nigga, come down here and put some country game down in the big city town. Nigga built his wife a house. Military. So, nigga, I know the routes, nigga, I'm a military kid who white folks favor. Daddy was in the military, and I know white folks' history, and I take my hat off, nigga, during the Pledge of Allegiance. Nigga, I'm Dr. King's, I'm first generation Dr. King's dream, nigga. And I walked with pride. I wasn't raised in segregation, nigga. I was integrated because my mama was a middle-class, blue-collar worker in the 80s, nigga. That was the backbone of stability and financial economic status, nigga. So, nigga, certain niggas I don't even talk to coming at them. Nigga, you went to bed hungry. And I ain't never been to bed hungry, nigga. I ain't never seen my mama ass. I ain't never heard a nigga fuck my mama. I ain't never seen a nigga hit my mama. I ain't never seen my mama argue, fight with a nigga. Same. So I'm a different kind of kid, nigga. I don't know the street rules that you nigga learn not to talk to the police when they were knocking on the door after your stepdaddy jumped on your mama. My mama told us to wave at the police, nigga. The fireman coming, mama, all that, nigga. I got to be a kid till I was damn near 19, nigga. Hell is you talking about? I ain't have to learn to be nothing, nigga. So when I done grown folk shit, guess what? I went back to being a kid because I had no business doing grown folk shit. I was just a kid that don't know nothing, nigga. You was taught too early. That's why you don't know nothing. And I know a lot. I got to stay a kid as long as I can be one, nigga, in a safe environment. I didn't have to worry about getting raped and fighting and all that type of shit, nigga. So I was sheltered and protected as a kid so I can walk in my destiny as an adult with no blemishes to prevent me from walking in purposes. Now don't get me wrong, your past don't prevent you, it just delayed it, nigga. I'm on time with mine. That's why you still ain't got yours.
Is it anybody that you could say you got a lot of game from when it comes to like the content world, the internet world?
Not one single motherfucker.
All self-respect.
Vlad told me they were gonna take my shit. But nigga, nobody told me nothing. Not one person. Did nobody show me nothing? They all waited to see if I was gonna blow or flop. And when I lost it, they'll come in. I tried to, they would come after the fact. But they couldn't tell me what to do next. All this was qualitative, nigga, trial and error. Hands-on experience. That's why I'm an expert at telling you what I'm telling you, and I don't stumble over these words. And everything I touch on the internet turn gold. I got no-name channels that do way more views with my interviews than 2 million big-name channels because I'm telling them what to do from the bottom. See, the people that started out like Vlad and them, they stuck. They can't learn the new way because they old way works for them, but it don't elevate them. Look at their numbers. Look at their numbers. They don't get new subscribers, they stuck right there. They still doing the same method, no new formula. You gotta grow, people. You gotta grow. You gotta rebrand. You gotta rebrand. If you see you stagnant, nigga, how you take 2 more steps forward? Add something new to the repertoire. Add a new category to the channel, nigga. Or better yet, go back and make all them 5-year-old motherfucker private and come back and redress them and recycle them bitches like Michael Jordan, do them Jordan, and sell it again. I do it all the time. I'm doing it right now with a video where I got hit the nigga with the flower pot. That's a 3-year-old video. But it's recycled today. 50 Cent done posted. Guess what they do? There's new interviews. All I do is recycle the old shit that's done been took down. I make it private, take it out, come back and repackage it. New thumbnail, new title. Guess what? New video to the dummies.
You was giving me a new title, topic too.
So let me just say before I go on. You know where I learned that from? Watching watching PBD. I watched PBD. I watched them white boys push my video to over 1 million views in 48 hours by changing the title every 4 to 6 hours.
Damn.
So what you do is when you see your number stagnate, nigga come back, change the title. It's a new video. Remember, it's 2 billion people here, another billionaire. If you give it a new title, new thumbnail, reclip it, it's some people didn't see it. Stop relying on the people that you see as your subscribers. Target new audiences, and that's where I win at. Because I lose a lot of old people. But boy, when I look over there and see 48,000, I lost 10,000, I still see that green check go up. New faces take places. So yeah. So I'm looking for the new market. Nigga, I ain't trying to fish in the same pond. That's why all of us keep fucking the same kind of hole. We keep putting that hook back off in the same pond. You see me with Steiny. You see me with Nelk Boy. I'm on Drewski's Coulda Been. I'm with Neon. Nigga, I'm with everything, nigga. That's branded and advertising marketable. And I stay away from them niggas talking tough talk, let's fight, street codes and politics, YSL. All of those terms have already been put into the algorithm as negative category and less advertiser friendly. That's why you see the YouTube niggas struggling in numbers, nigga. They hit a button on them. Just our category. Figure out how to change your category, nigga, to reset your algorithm.
Yeah. One of the things you said earlier that I definitely felt like Vlad and them was like being stuck in my ways. You know, when you figure out something and it works so good and it worked for years, it'd be like, man, you ain't trying to hear what people talking about.
Why you think everybody follow Vlad 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Don't you know you make more money with a longer video?
Yeah.
See, Vlad winning because he's in a high category, so he can do that. Well, he give you a short video because of his category. He don't have to get a bunch of views. He just needs the engagement, 500, 800. That's all he needs, the engagements.
Yep.
Because you're in the poor category, you need the views, which even the views don't pay a lot. Nigga, get 1 million views, don't even touch $5,000 when you're in this category. It's some niggas like Cam Newton getting 11 million views, nigga, touching a bag, nigga. Cat and them did 20-something. That nigga say he made more off that interview than his interview. So I'm trying to tell you niggas, y'all think y'all know, but you don't know what category you in, nigga. Because if you did, you would go back and take down all your videos, nigga. Put them on a hard drive in a disk and take them over to Tubi, nigga, and try to put them on the Tubi server or Hulu server, and then go BMI and ass cap all your audio with the video as live performances. See, that's the game you niggas ain't reading about, nigga. You can get royalties on this shit. So imagine, nigga, you done 10 million streams on YouTube and they counting it as money, and it's a live video because you done ass capped it and BMI'd it as a live performance. I used to copyright strike, nigga. That's how I learned that. I used to see niggas take my video off Instagram, put it on YouTube. So, nigga, I spent 2 years copyright strike, nigga, hurting myself. But I learned something doing it while I was hurting myself. I was fucking myself doing it. But, nigga, I was learning about copyright infringements, and I was learning, nigga, that this intellectual property shit is yours. Mm-hmm. Your likeness, your image. So when I got ready to copy strike a nigga, they say, where you get it from? Outside of YouTube. Then they ask you, what is it? Is it a song? Is it a video? And I click live performances. That was just common sense. That's a live performance, man. Then I started registering that shit and started getting paid for the millions of views them niggas were stealing from me. So if you play some music, don't you get something from Instagram? I mean, YouTube say, hey, copyright, the money finna go to him. They put the money in escrow for your month. Yeah. So while you getting, nigga, so I started helping my favorite artists, playing it. So that's why I play music on YouTube, to help my artists get money. So that's why you hear me play Chucky Trill and all these different old, yeah, blessing the game, nigga. And at the same time, nigga, I sit back and watch everybody take my shit. And then, nigga, I just let y'all take it, because guess why? It's BMI ass cap, nigga. Yeah. So I figured out how to turn one thing into 4 things of income, nigga, between the ass cap, when I put it on YouTube, whatever I say on YouTube, nigga waiting to see what I say. If it go viral, they go interview me, man, well, why you say this? So sometimes I just come say shit first, so I want to drop by a whole new purr.
How you feel about the 50 Cent and T.I. situation? And his sons going in on themselves?
You don't let your boys get in grown man business. Yeah, nah, them little puppies. Them little puppies with the little boy disrespect. Them little puppies with the little boy disrespect. It actually makes the family look weak.
You think so?
Yeah. My boys ain't getting in my beef.
He ain't wanting them to do that.
No.
But it's like
No, listen, nigga, when your sons really respect you, they ain't gonna do nothing you don't want them to do. When you that kind of daddy, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, my boy, nigga, you ain't finna, nigga, you a motherfucking kid. Nigga, I don't give a damn, nigga, nigga. This a nigga that got money that can start a war. Man, you rapping, sit y'all little ass down somewhere. You nigga raised in the suburb. You raised with your white grandmama, nigga. This a thoroughbred nigga. Come on, let's be real. And this nigga can, come on now, nigga. My son know. And I like to say this all the time. No child should ever disrespect an adult. Nigga, if I'm a G nigga in the household and another G nigga talking, my YGs ain't got nothing to say to that big dog. And they respect me, nigga. Where for one, I'm gonna get on your ass, nigga. You stay in the boy's place. So yeah, that's your mama, but nigga, that's my bitch. When I'm kicking her ass, you don't stand up to me. So now, nigga, the king don't let his prince son get involved, my nigga.
Yeah.
No, I think that was a coward move. Now, I'm checking my boys, and if I don't agree with it, it's coming down, nigga. I set law in my household. My son ain't never disrespected me, nigga. 21 years old, and I ain't never really put my hands on him. I talk stern, firm talk to him. I let him know I don't give a damn about your feelings, nigga. Fuck your feelings. I care about your best interest. And your best interest is, nigga, stand down. All I wanted was a rap beef. Niggas been talking about your mama, nigga. Nigga done said something about your mama to you in school, nigga. So, nah, but if me and my boys need a rap album, then yeah, we go play for it. But my boy can't get in my beef.
Yeah.
So, nigga, one time, I pull up at my uncle's house, right when I went famous. Nigga, soon as I pull up, a bitch and some Mexican jump out the car. I don't know what my uncle done did. Nigga, they go to swinging that bat. I got the gun. I'm finna send the gun somewhere. So I got the gun tucked in the back. I tell my son, say, mijo, grab that gun back there. Nigga, he about 12 years old, 13 years old. The nigga say, Dad, you want me to shoot it? Give me that goddamn gun, boy, sit your ass down. But nigga, it would have been a proud moment for my boy to hang up out the window and pow, pow, pow. But now, nigga, I'm the protector. When I'm not here, you protect. But nigga, a public feud, 2 bosses, 2 kings, 2 generals, I ain't sending my soldiers out there. And my soldiers know not to break rank. Nah, nigga, it got to be order, but I saw King disrespect that nigga, so that let him know, nigga, King think he can whoop him for him to take on his challenges. Nigga, when the big daddy gorilla get beat by the son gorilla, daddy got to go on. That's one of them situations. They gonna buck him next. Nigga, that's when I would have checked my young gorilla.
Yeah.
Nah, stand down, nigga, I don't need you. I got your uncles and other, we go handle this, nigga. But nah, nigga, my boy and them don't join war with me. I remember the old nigga told me, nigga, you don't bring war to the home front. All this over rap beef. Now, nigga, my son them done took it to the point now where, nigga, if they go up that way, it could be some tension. Nigga, they love, nigga, but what I saw out of this is the reason I don't want black people to love me or like me. This is why I have to do something to be a villain. Because black people go switch up on you. They was just clapping for 50 during the Diddy shit.
Yeah.
They wasn't on his ass. They was on my ass for talking about dead people. Man, shouldn't just. So now, all of a sudden, it's okay to talk about dead people. That nigga, I was hated. Oh man, he talk about dead people. But now we finally got an excuse that we give ourselves because God says men will make a justification for their wrongs to be right when they know it's wrong.
Yeah.
I do it all the time when I cheat. I find a way to make and that's what black people do. Black people are the biggest hypocrites before the world. Now, I don't give a damn about dead people. That's why I brought up his dead sister. T.I. dead sister. And oh man, I was the scum of the earth. But he ain't wrong for bringing up 50 mama. I bring up the dead sister and hurt him. He would hurt Atlanta if he did that. Because Miss Precious was very well loved. I just posted a picture of her to poke at her and don't give a damn who it offended. I just posted a picture and they got mad. Because if I was 50, I would go after the dead sister and cuss out the little girl with the My Mama song. I would do that little girl just like Peter did the little girl in the Bible and cuss her and call her a bitch. So now, nigga, I make him have to make his boys crash out and spend bond money and lawyer money, then come back with a silver suit. And everything is strategic with me, nigga. Everything. I practice fire drills in my mind. Tornado, hurricane drills and all kind of shit. Yeah. Nah, nigga, I think like the police, nigga. Leverage, advantage.
I noticed that about you. Like, you always be like, you got some gadgets today, man? Some type of secret weapons, man?
Yeah. I got that bad-ass mate right
hey, look,
here.
this not playing. We ain't had this convo, man.
I got that bad-ass mate right here. This is OC Gas. It's just some label I put on it. Because I took the real label through the airport one time and damn near went to jail when they see that OC. Yeah. So I just, but I had to, I walked through. Yeah, you know, it's like to walk in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just in case some dogs get loose, you know. Yeah.
I noticed there's chickens and shit walking around here.
Yeah,
Like,
they got
that's
roosters
regular?
downtown. That's why, nigga, you know, they
I ain't never seen
they
it.
eat
I'm from
roosters
Chicago.
in them, they eat roosters in them countries.
Like I probably seen a chicken in Chicago twice my whole life. I just seen 30s, 100.
Yeah, them bitches be downtown, cock-a-doodle doing and everything. It fucked me up. But they coming out of somebody's restaurant. Yeah, they ain't just hanging around this motherfucker. Yeah, they coming out of the restaurant.
And they used to people. Like they just be walking like pigeons or some shit.
Nigga, roosters ain't cowards. No, nigga, I walk like a rooster. That's why I strut. Nigga, like the rooster in the hen house. Roosters think they bad. Nigga, that's why that's me. Nigga, I walk like the rooster. With a motherfucking strut. Niggas don't let no hens come around. Watch a rooster when some hens come around. Yeah, I've been watching all the animal movies and books. Yeah, I used to go to the book fair and buy all the animal books. So yeah, I'm fascinated by watching shit.
So we kind of talked about it in a past video, but we had the little issue. So I want to ask you again. Like, you know, a lot of people feel like Super Hot Fire was cheated in the fight, but you got a different opinion.
These are professional boxing commissions. Homie, he out punched him. Super landing some good shots. But nigga, you can't land 5 shots and he throwing 70 punches. If nothing else, the activity of the punches, the number of punches thrown and landed, it goes supersede him. It ain't about hurting the motherfucker, it's about winning.
Do anybody got like the stats wrote down? Like how many? Yeah,
listen,
we need to see that because
they posted it. They got a real, so listen, this is not a kangaroo boxing. This is real Florida State Boxing Commission is there. That's why I couldn't fight here. That's why I had to go to Nashville because nobody from the commission would approve me to fight. No doctor would. Yeah. I went to my doctor. My doctor didn't approve it, but she said if that's what I wanted to do, she would approve it. Even though she wrote on there that she don't agree with it, she's upset. Nigga, the boxing commission doctor said no way. Nigga, no professional fighter, they couldn't even be in the building when I fought. So that's how serious this is. They're not putting this shit, nigga, they getting this kid hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions, nigga. And they got it where people can bet on it for it to be easily rigged. And the FBI is involved on all the illegal gambling right now. Him, DJ Academic Drake, they under investigation. But you think they doing illegal shit with the FBI investigating them?
You said they under investigation?
Yeah, somebody suing them for something.
Oh, like, is it something with the stream?
No, it got to do with gambling.
Oh.
But it's a bullshit thing. That's why you don't hear nothing about it. But it's a small, big thing. But eyes on these people. And this is a young man that got a team around him that do everything right. Why you think he put his Jewish cap on? One thing about them people, homie, they dot their I's and cross their T's in economics and in business. It's hard to beat them. Why? They do their due diligence. We play for the rewards. They play for the control. That's why they control every aspect and entity that's known to us. Sports, all of it, nigga. And let me just say this. They was our best friend before the white man.
Who? You talking about the Jew?
Yeah. Before the white man kids grew up, when the Jews left Germany, the Palestinians told them, hey, y'all can come over here, we'll let y'all have that side, and we'll keep this side. America say, hey, y'all bankers and the rest of y'all come over here. Say, what will y'all make over here? So they brought everybody over here. And they came over here, they brought the best of the best, nigga, with the minds. Well, they ain't gonna come over here and let them in the white neighborhood, because white people didn't like Jews, Catholic, Irish, niggas, or Asians. I mean, motherfucker didn't like nobody. He treated the Irish like the nigga, didn't like the Jew. So guess what he do? He let the Jews set up businesses in the niggas' neighborhoods. They was the first one to do business with them slave niggas in them 30s and 40s. The Jew was. Why? Because the white boy didn't let no nigga come in his building and shop and buy nothing. The white man wouldn't sell nothing to a nigga that he couldn't take back in the name of sharecropping. So he put the Jew there. Now what the Jew go do? The Jew ain't go rob you, he might overcharge you with interest. You might think he's cheap, but guess what? He'll loan you something. He'll let you hold on this car. That's where the finance come in, the interest come in. He'll give you some upfront money for this album. That's how we got in business. The Jew was our boy. That's why you hear Jerry the Jew. That's why in every black historic film you see a Jew kid. Cause the white boy wouldn't do nothing with a nigga but mistreat him and kick him in his ass. The Jew packed fair and played fair. Let Miss Mary come in here and leave on $50. Give her credit. So that's why you see we got such a great relationship. Did they dad and them fuck over? Yeah. And then the kids come along because they admired us. Nigga, go watch their movies. The kids grow up, nigga. Nigga, Jim, when I grow up, I'm gonna free you and your wife.
I did.
Nigga, that's what the kids used to say. Hey, nigga, I'm gonna teach you how to read this. Thou. Mom, what you nothing? You teaching that nigga to read? No, ma'am. Nigga, how you think the nigga learned to read?
So why you feel like the Jews get so much hate?
What, from who?
They said they basically got kicked out of every country they've been
Who
to.
is they? Who said that? They ain't been there.
Everybody said
Who?
that.
That's not factual. I've never heard that.
You never heard that?
I've never heard that because I've been in intellectual conversations with real knowledge. I've never heard that.
See, that's why I be wanting to find. I don't have no Jewish people I know, but I be want to actually interview somebody because I want to get because I want to I don't know much about the Jews.
They're not gonna tell you much.
Yeah, I know that. That's
it's not their job to reveal themselves to you. Why are you interested in them people?
Because it's like if I don't get the knowledge from you, I only got the knowledge from what everybody else is saying.
You don't have
everybody else is saying.
You don't have the knowledge, because nigga, if you know, they never got kicked out of no country, nigga. They was rescued out of Germany. They was being exterminated. The Palestinians is their brothers. Those are two brothers. Just like his niggas in the family too. Those are two brothers fighting over birthright. Those are two brothers. Nigga, the Palestinians, the Jews, didn't nobody really won't accept them now because guess what? They smart, nigga, they kind of like gypsies. Nigga, they go come put their game down and their game go take over because they sharp, nigga. They know money. I wouldn't say they frugal, but they're economical, nigga. They go save, they go stack, and you ain't gonna know their business. And they go take care of one another. They go put their money amongst them, nigga. And they go turn their back on everybody that's not them, nigga, if you don't know them. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what we supposed to be doing. But we knows it. We like a Karen. We'll butt in a motherfucker conversation we don't even know because we disagree with them. That's what we do online. So imagine me standing on the corner, man, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Man, you hoe ass niggas ain't shit. And somebody, man, who you talking to? And I just keep saying it. He'll look like a fool. That's what you do online. The Jews don't stop and mind nothing that ain't a Jew business. We in everybody business, like the white boy. That's why we want to eat the Chinese man food. We want to go to the Italian restaurant. We want the white boy steakhouse. We want some soul food that's kind of like white. That's why we frequent and want to go everywhere. No other race of people is like that but the white man and the black man. The white man want to travel and stick his nose everywhere. Adventurous motherfucker. Niggas ain't adventurous until we got with the white boy. Walking with master and the dog. The white boy go in everybody's place and be unruly. Who else do that? Black people. You don't see the Chinese in an Italian restaurant. You don't see an Italian or Asian in a nigga restaurant. Don't no white person wake up on a Saturday morning and go shop in a nigga's neighborhood. We're the only people that do that.
It's crazy. They say we make the least money but spend the most.
It ain't what you make.
As a consumer.
It ain't what you make. Nigga, we got enough money to throw away on our habits. Most of us are broke because we got habits.
Yeah.
If we sacrificed our habits for at least 2 months, we'll get out the red.
You know how much money crackheads actually be making?
I don't know, nigga.
Because it's like to get high and keep getting high, that shit costs.
Well, it don't cost. Niggas giving fronts. Most niggas gave fronts, homie.
Man,
pay me back on the first.
They be having some money though. They just spend it all.
But guess what, nigga? Crackheads didn't get high and sit still. Yeah. They went high and stole, fixed something, done something. The new dope fiend niggas is lazy. Won't steal, won't rob. All they do is kill. And then when they kill, they go to jail and look numb, nigga.
You ever heard of this? It's a shorty from Chicago. He go by the name of Q50, Bloodhound Q50. So basically, he had a friend named Lil Jeff. They basically was comparing him to like King Von.
Yeah.
He was a shorty. I guess he hopped in the, I might be wrong, but I think he hopped in the streets around like 18 years old. and supposedly caught like 12 bodies or something like that. And Q50 is still alive and free, and he be rapping about having like 8 hats. And I would say like they got the new influence, like how, not like King Von, but like that lane.
That aura and that influence is dead. Nobody is admiring the killer. King Von was the last one. No other killer will ever get the reverence and the admiration and the affection that King Von got. I killed that image, nigga. I killed that image, nigga, where a killer can't walk around with his chest stuck out no more as long as I'm alive. Nigga, I killed that image because Confucius said, he who control images control minds. Why you think ain't nobody interviewing them boys on big platforms? They going to the small platforms that's stuck in a category.
I used to with Neon.
Man, nigga, them kids won't remember that, nigga. Them kids don't want to be killers. You see they watching Neon? He can't play killer with Neon. The white boy got a way to make a bad nigga submit, nigga, without forcing him to submit. Have you seen all the bad niggas used to talk down on streamers, meaning the rappers? They used to talk down on streamers.
Now they all streamers.
Now, guess what they bosses? Guess what Master made them niggas do? Go sit down with what you used to look down on and look up to it. And make the kids look up to it, because these are y'all new overseers. They burn Kai out, nigga. You see how these white kids treat these rappers now? These rappers don't get the respect. They get treated like weenies, nigga. They play gay with them. You couldn't do that 10 years ago with them niggas. Now they making them niggas take disrespect from undeveloped brain kids, nigga. They got more money than them. And they got to try to play big homie to them niggas.
So is that like a humiliation ritual?
It's called buck breaking. Because black people look at these niggas as if they are the niggas because of their weak in emotion displaying violence. We think them niggas badder than the football player. Our kids really think Boosie tough. Motherfuckers think Boosie can fight. Motherfuckers really think Boosie is a real hard nigga.
Just off of the killing reputation?
Off his reputation, and we ain't seen him do nothing, we just heard. You know how many niggas living off of reputation and ain't gotta prove nothing, and that's what they hide behind? So that's why I attack that shit. Cause what you was 10 years ago, you ain't it today with these new laws, nigga.
For sure.
So nigga, I come to show, nigga, listen, I supposed to been had a good ass kicking. You know why I ain't had now? Cause niggas scared of the police and don't want to go to jail. And kicking my ass ain't nothing but a misdemeanor assault. But I done made an example out of enough niggas to cause other niggas to move with caution. They know I got something. So it's 2 things they know. He got a weapon and he go call the police.
You don't want them problems.
All you need is weapons, son. And I ain't got a weapon that'll kill somebody. I leave all my guns at home. He said something earlier that the white man had to figure out a way to beat us because we can overpower them in strength. Everybody know the strength is weak. The power is in the brain. No big men have ever ruled the world. Only dinosaurs. Even when it was giants, nigga, little boy David defeated Goliath. When you look at Napoleon, when you look at all the niggas in the world that done ruled, nigga been rulers, they been little bitty niggas like me. When you go to them prisons, nigga, who rule them? Little bitty niggas like me, but them big old niggas telling them what to do. I learned the rule, nigga, by reading books. One of the first books I learned the rule with was in 92, 93, when Monster Cody dropped his book. See, we were just some Texas country boys down here playing dominoes and watching BET and Caliente on the weekend. I read that nigga book 3 times and wrote it down and started teaching niggas in Texas that didn't know nothing about the history of Hoover Joe and Big, nigga, I remember the names. I took that nigga book and brainwashed niggas and became a leader. And didn't know shit about California, but what I read in that book and saw on television, I still lead them niggas today in the name of a good example of being a good father and a friend. And we was together as kids, as teenagers, nigga. I learned the power and the gift of influence, nigga, by knowing how to apply knowledge, nigga, showing niggas how to write their letters home, showing niggas how to write grievances, nigga. All the big tough niggas done, I swear to God. You ain't gonna see too many big niggas with muscles that can fight. with the intelligence to go with the muscles. God don't give you both, nigga. So I took brains instead of muscles. And I ain't never been a victim to nobody and nothing, nigga. I've been a leader, a little bitty nigga, lead niggas. I was a little boy, nigga, and had boys in to have teenage niggas following me. Every nigga who committed their crime with me, nigga, was older than me, nigga. That's why I told on them. I ain't had no beating with them niggas, no way. And I got out because I was the youngest, and I always knew that. I always knew that, nigga. I learned to think as a kid, playing by myself, having to imagine, nigga. Having to imagine and have imaginary friends. You know what kind of mind you gotta have to play with something that's not there and have fun with it, nigga?
I used to want one. That shit wasn't working for me.
Shit, it worked for me. I got one now. Nigga, hell you talking about? Let me get mad at a motherfucker. Me and that nigga talk all day. Some niggas jack their dick off. I talk to me and I argue with myself.
I be doing that.
And I believe in I. Yeah, I talk to me, I argue with myself, but nigga, I rely on I. I learned
like
them
check
three
yourself
components. Nigga, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, nigga. You are a three-part being. They just tell you me, myself, and I. But you got a physical body. You got a soul inside that physical body. And you have a spirit that inhabits inside those souls. Lust, lying, stealing, anger, those are spirits. Your mind, your will, your emotion, those are the components of your soul. So I fuck niggas' souls every day. I get in their mind, which affect their emotions, which causes them to wrestle with their will. Man, I'm gonna hurt that nigga when I see him. But nigga, you don't even know that nigga. You might not ever see him. But you wrestling with your will based on your emotions of what I put in your mind, because you gave me your ears. And I fuck you niggas and play in your cyber pussy, nigga.
And you steady telling y'all that, and y'all still ain't catching it.
Because they in their feelings. If they get out their feelings, they can catch it. You catch it because you're not affected by it. It's hard to think feeling. You have to feel, then think. That's why I say, nigga, when you get mad, take a time out. Take some deep breath. It's hard to think, nigga. Emotions and logic don't run parallel. One stop and waits on the other.
So, you know, our time limited, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I can talk 2 more hours, but you ain't got enough battery time, nigga.
Yeah, I appreciate this interview, though. We definitely got to do another one. Even though we got to lock in some, you know.
Nigga,
like I say, I don't mind paying this nigga. The rest of y'all, bro, y'all got to understand, bro.
I'm gonna push it though. See, I'm gonna tell the nigga collaborate me, click it. I'm gonna push it on all my social media platform, nigga. Cause I like watching me too, nigga. I don't like watching you, nigga.
Oh, bro, we gone, man. Oh yeah, for the people that's watching, man. If y'all need a podcast studio, man.
Miami condo, country condo.
For sure. Even though I was finished, shout out mine, but yeah, shout out theirs too.
Well, you still in Chicago?
Yeah.
Man, come to Miami, nigga.
I mean, I would. I don't know enough about Miami. I would've been out.
Man, listen. If your personality, your charisma, nigga, you'll fit in good. This is the mecca of content creation. This how you get back in the game with the new game, homie. Yeah, but this go put you back in. But nigga, yeah, come spend another week here, nigga. I'm gonna hire you some more interviews that you ain't gotta pay for. Nigga just want the love and the light, homie. And the partnership. All of us got a brand now, so nigga, we supposed to be doing something together. If it ain't nothing but expos, nigga, some teen summits, nigga, getting a hotel and having a streamer, you know, yeah, so nigga, I'm having a 24-hour streaming birthday party May 17th out here in Miami. So I'm inviting all the young streamers, no niggas. All young white boy streamers.
Say no niggas.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them stream during the daytime, and then I got a relationship with the club that'll let us stream our section at nighttime. So I'm trying to create a affiliation or a partnership where nigga the streamers can come get a VIP section and stream in the club. Shout out to Club 24. Aiden Ross let me go there and do it there one time. I took Aiden to Club 24. They just didn't have the Wi-Fi capacity at the time, but they got it now, man. Shout out to Club 24 and Taboo. Playhouse, Gold Rush, Mint, Rolex, Goldfinger. Yeah, I done put my flag down and all of them, and I ain't fucking nothing, I swear.
Man, appreciate you again. I don't know if you got anything you want to promote before you
get up out of there. Charleston White, 46, billionaire water. What else? Privilege Society clothing. So if you ever in Cleveland, man, go buy Crush. What else I got? I just bought a chicken restaurant out of Phoenix, Arizona. Orlando Brown opened it up, fucked up in the first 60 days, so I bought him out and bought out the other half percentage. So stay tuned, man. I got a fried chicken restaurant coming. A gold teeth chicken eat mac, and it's gonna be called Charleston White $1 Million Chicken, nigga, with my face on it. Eat it up.
Yeah, we gotta check that out, man.
Yeah, eat it up, nigga.